Hello, everyone. Oh, God, that was fucking loud. Hello, everyone. I did not mean to get that loud. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lost Harbor. My name is Nitsify, your local DM. Sometimes, not always. We have a few people here, which is the party members here. For those who don't know, this is the Rum and Harbor campaign with some good people. We have Ublex, aka Toasted Ghost, aka Isa. Isa.
I hope I don't die.
I thought you were going to say IHOP. I don't know why. I don't know why that's...
I should get the
I
IHOP.
went there last Saturday.
I have time to get
I had
IHOP.
the Shadow the Hedgehog pancakes.
Oh, hell yeah. We love
I had the Shadow of the
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog pancakes too before work one day.
We
Nice.
just become best friends.
I think
Yeah,
you guys
that shit
just
was
became
good.
best friends. Yeah.
We're
Oh
best
yeah, I
friends.
enjoyed
It
it.
looks good. I haven't had it yet. I do want to try it out at some point.
Not bad, yeah.
Yeah, this guy who's talking and is orange sometimes, that's Tic Tac Dylan who plays Chrono.
Hello.
Yeah. The guy who's sitting in a cardboard box as a frog and is actually a person, but he won't tell you that, is Reed, aka Usagi.
Hello.
And we also have a purple dinosaur guy that leaks acid out of his mouth every now and then, standing behind the tavern counter here, which is Acrid, playing Mollis. Yeah.
And has a cat on his head.
Yeah. And ignore the fact that that cat has duplicated itself 3 times within this tavern.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. That's Anya. That's the peanut gallery. And don't question about Steve. It's fine. Right, so... Oh boy. So, in the last episode, you guys did some shit. You found an island that apparently was abandoned. Or not abandoned, but more of... It came off abandoned, comes out, the civilization just flat out died out. You ran into a sage that has been living on there since he was probably 6 or 7 years old, and has been basically just researching the entire island and its civilization throughout the years. Which his name is Jiro, in case you forgot. But you found out that there used to be a, kingdom run by these, I think they're called Kihan and Almiraj, that were basically evolving into new species. And sadly, as they were becoming more prosperous, sickness came to be, and a lot of them died and became trees from a illness known as creeping oak. Though, that's more of a theory, it needs to be run by a proper doctor, as the sage is only making theories here at this point. But he believes that there is, from what he has said to the party, he believes that there is more going on. So you guys went into a cove with him to help him look into it further before going any further on. Which is where we ended off as you guys went through the cove, through like this cave-like area, down these tunnels, and because Ublex, the slime, was guiding the way, all those slimes that had infested this cave were kind of just making way for you guys. Because they just so happened to suck up 4 feet of water, so they are towering over these fucking slimes. So it's like an intimidation factor. And had a little bit of a talk with a slimy little boss guy that wasn't taking to you too lightly, is the best way
One
to
might
put
call
it.
me the top G.
Someone would call you the top G. The ones on the shore that you bargained to get to follow, protect your little rowboat, they would call you the top G, that's for sure. But
This guy's bigger.
that's true. That's true. This guy's way bigger. I want to mention, they count as a large. This thing's like, I think I said was like a good 12 to 16 feet tall. My memory's a little hazy, I won't lie. We'll canonize the same by 13 feet. Also, I realized something. I was re-listening earlier today because I had nothing to do. And weirdly enough, I actually had everything pre-planned out. Everything was good to go. So normally I spend my whole Sunday just prepping for D&D. I actually had time for myself. So I was re-listening back to one of the podcast episodes while I was drawing, right? And, I realized I fucked up on the first ever episode of Rum and Harbor, about some key information. And I'm pretty sure I may have dispelled it later on in a later session, but just to make sure. I said that Moss was used to cold waters. And then every other time, they're like, yes, hot waters. I don't know why I said that he's not used to cold waters. The fact that I was like, yeah, no, he's used to cold waters. This feels like home to him when, he started getting into like a cold area. No, he's from the hot waters. He's from the fucking Blood Sea where there's an active volcanoes constantly underwater. No, that is insanely wrong. I want to go ahead and fix that real quick.
It's okay.
I have from every other instance, I have said I'm from the Hell Chain Islands. It's like, yes, cold.
Yeah.
Hell is cold. Yes, this is canon.
Yeah. Dude, it was just this one. It was that one time. Like every other time I've said it's hot water, but that for some reason the beginning, the first ever session, I was like cold waters, and I'm sitting there like, wait, no.
I think I pointed that out to you
right.
later. I
Yeah.
think I pointed it out, and I was like, yeah, did we retconning, or was that a fuck up? And you were like, shit.
Yeah, no, that was a fuck up. The thing is, I
That's
don't
like
remember.
Greenland and Iceland. Like,
Yeah.
like Greenland's full of ice, but Iceland's just like a fucking green island.
Dude, that was a tactic by the Vikings. That was an actual thing, yeah. Which reminds me, speaking of Vikings, you know what Vikings like? They like combat. Roll initiative, everybody, as you guys are beginning the fight. I'm actually really happy with that transition.
Boy.
Holy shit, that's a good transition. I'm happy.
Can I get a
with
low
that.
roll so I can finish eating my salmon?
Now, speaking of a
That
Oh,
was
slow
quite
yeah.
a
day,
impressive transition.
Come on, asshole.
Wait,
Give me a good roll.
I wanna say something real quick. Dylan, I don't know what the fuck you just said to me. You said something sandwich, something.
Oh, you absolute shit lord.
Can I get a low roll so I can finish my salmon?
Yeah.
So,
I think it's
Why do you
What?
always eat things every session?
God
Don't-
fucking damn it, and that
this is
one. I'm
eating
gonna
time.
Timing?
Oh man.
I'm gonna nap these ones.
This is chaos
Whatever that
straight
means.
off the bat. Right.
So mad.
For those who don't know what the fuck is going on here, Usagi got a nat one. On top of that, we have people talking about sandwiches. This is what happens on the Lost Harbor podcast, everybody. We talk about sandwiches and nat ones.
I'm mad at Chrono for eating.
Come on!
I mean, you can't really be mad at him. You just finished eating yourself.
They didn't need to know that.
Oh.
Damn,
I
really?
see how
I am
it
calling
is.
you
I know
out on this.
why.
You just
Man.
finished eating chicken and fries.
Turn order. Okay.
Looks like you're the one who is now the what? Fuck, where was I
Stop
going with
trying.
this?
Hey.
Stop
Okay.
trying.
So
Stop.
Chrono got an 8, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
start putting the turn order together. All right, so we have we have an 8 for Chrono. We have for
I
you,
get more
Saki, you
food.
got a nat 1. So that just
Yeah.
overrules whatever modifier you had. You just have a nat 1. So what the? Why did they get rid of Chrono? Hey now. Chrono had an 8. I roll 20. I will fight you. You will become a sandwich.
Can I trade
yeah?
with Usagi's nat one so I can get more time to eat my salmon?
No!
No, you may not. You should have did this before. You
What
had
am I?
time, sir. Isa, have you rolled yet?
Yeah, I
just
got a
double check.
5.
You got a 5? Okay, thank you. Okay, so you also got a 5. Dude, that's so funny that the person that's like, hey, I want to eat, is like the person who's probably going to end up going first. I haven't rolled for the NPCs yet, so we're going to roll for them. This is for Jiro. Jiro, do you have a plus? Are you possibly going before the guy, before the man? You have a no. Well, actually, no. What is Chrono's modifier to initiative? You have a plus
What,
3. No,
3?
so he goes like behind you. He also got an 8, but he has 1 less on the modifier. So he's also got an 8. All right.
You know what the biggest
I-
problem with this fucking room is? There's no cover.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cave.
There's no I can't sneak attack, motherfucker.
Hide.
I-
Go
Fuck good
invisible.
illusion.
I mean, to be fair, this is also like every now and then you're gonna run into enemies like this is where you're gonna have to get creative if you want to try and get a sneak attack on. Let me go and roll the slime guy. I can't always give you guys cover at the end of the day. But also this thing's actively taking control of the terrain, so you'll need one hell of a sneak. And trust me, invisibility will not help you against this thing. It'll help you against the others, but not this thing.
I have an
What
idea.
is this initiative? I'm double checking here. Skippity boo.
Oh, I have an idea.
Okay, so it has a +0 to its initiative, but it is still higher than all of you. So it's going first. Right. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to add its turn, and it is going first. So I'm going to boop that, And alright, and it's basically the way it's going to work is that the slimes, since they kind of work under this thing, the slimes will kind of just have the same initiative as this egg incubator, is what it's basically called. There's really no other way to put it. It's like a slime incubator, essentially. It's just going to keep producing shit, possibly. And you're about to see what I mean. So you can see that this thing's like, it has, as I said before, it has this like opened like shell thing that essentially is like raised above its head, almost like a roof essentially. And you would see that with its action, I am going to pull up its monster sheet here. Here it is. You would see that it will begin to create a slime. And I'm going to roll a d4. Where's my thing? Skibidi-boo. Where's my d4 at? What? There it is. Thank you. It can only make up to 2. I will at least let you guys know that much so you guys don't have to worry too much about it. But you'll see that it will make 1 new one, as it will kind of just plop out right here. As it has created yet another slime. And that only takes I'm double checking here. That only takes its action for now. So it's using its action for that. And that is basically going to be its turn, but there are still the slimes. This one, since it just came into spawning, the one that's right beside it, it will continue to just kind of, that is basically its turn. It's coming into be. All the other slimes are now going to continue what they have to do, which is their part of the initiative. So this one on the, there's one right near the entrance, on the far right. You see that this one begins to slink over. It's only 10 feet away. It slinks over towards Mollis and begins to try and grapple him. So it is going to roll to hit. And I think luckily enough for you, I don't think this is going to hit. Let me check its modifier here real fast. Skibidi-boo, skibidi-pow. Where is that motherfucking monster sheet? Where'd it go? Why'd you disappear, sir? Thank you. Okay. So with that, I do apologize. It's a little bit of a mess today. That is not going to hit, because that is a dirty 10.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So you see this first one basically just try to grapple you near the entrance, but you see it already kind of making its way over to you. So you just kind of inch away no, fucking stop. Why are you trying? Stop. Go away. Ublex. Yeah. As you can see, you were the only one that properly approached because you were told to by this thing, and you were trying to negotiate or trying to talk with this thing before things got a little bit more violent. And there is currently a slime directly in front of you, that's blocking the main straight path towards this thing. There is a slime to your right and your left, and there's one other one way more farther to the left, but it's it wouldn't be able to reach you in time within at least this turn, because it's hugging the wall essentially, where the other two are 10 feet away from you. The one on the right and the left that is near you, they will begin to slime their way over to you. And you will see as essentially these two are going to try and grapple you. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have you roll me an athletics check twice, as you're going to be competing against their athletics. Okay, why is that weirdly good? Gotcha. So you would have succeeded on the first one. As you see the one on the right try and grab you, and it's that weird thing of you don't end up absorbing it because you're not really properly grappling it like you did with the other one, or trying to reach into its body. But essentially you just use the outer layer of your slime to essentially just kind of push it away without absorbing any of it. As
you know what? They want me to merge.
Are you?
I'm gonna steal their insides.
Hold up. Okay, wait. So are you going to try and absorb some of it as you're batting this thing away?
I mean, is that even possible? Yeah, I would try to.
Yeah, sure. You know what?
A few unarmed strikes.
I was just gonna make a flavoring, but you know what? You're getting creative with it. I'm fine with that. Fuck it. Let's do it. Cool. So roll me a con check. Roll me a con check.
Shit, right now?
Yeah, right now. Right now. You're actively trying to grab you. This is your best shot to do it. I am allowing this to be essentially a free action. This one time. Because you came up with it on the spot right here. Okay, so you try to as you're knocking its arm away, you try to absorb it, but it's using its own, because these things also have, they're similar to you, also have that outer layer. It's using that outer layer to essentially repel you. You could try it again later on, but you basically just repel it away. I'm actually gonna roll something here real quick. This is me as a DM deciding something. Okay, cool. So I will say that anytime one of these things try to grapple you on like after one of your turns until your next turn, you can use a reaction to try and absorb it.
No!
That will be a free action one, but anyone after that one will now be a reaction for you. So if you wish to try and do a reaction to this one as well, you may, but since it hit, you're not going to be able to absorb this one. But next time one of them misses, you may try to absorb.
Okay.
Alright. Now, this other one, it does manage to grab you, and it is going to use its movement speed. I'm going to double check its movement speed as a movement speed of... Wait, these things are really quick. They have 40 movement speed. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not make these versions of slime. Now, it's already walked 10 feet. It can go 30 feet forward, but it's going to be it's technically difficult terrain because it's actively grappling you, so it's got 15 feet left. So it is going to drag you up to here. So I'm going to... It drags you like 15 feet closer to this thing, essentially. As it's like, essentially dragging you towards this, like, slime incubator.
You're grabbing me.
Now you see that you are now closer to the other slime that was in front of you, blocking the middle path, the one that I mentioned before. You see that now this one begins to also come up to you. 5 feet.
Sneak me over.
And it is going to try and grapple you. Go and roll your athletics. It's going to be a contest again. Alright, you succeed. So it does technically miss. Do you wish to absorb with your reaction?
Yes, please.
Okay, go and roll me a con check. With a 10. I'll be honest, I set like a DC of 11 with this because you don't really have a high modifier with this.
Oh,
Sadly enough, that is not going to be enough. So what you do is like, as like it's like trying to grapple onto you, like it starts getting a little bit of hand up on you, and you're like, all right, this is the time. I'm going to get it this time. And like you start trying to like force your way into it, and like you almost get past the outer layer, but it's that last second, it like kind of scrambles back, like wait, no, fuck, and it kind of like pushes itself back a bit.
Love me.
Now, you would see that there is the one that's clinging near the wall. You see that it begins making its way towards the party near the entrance as it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 30. Wait, hold up. Wait, no, my brain just
35, 40.
discombobulated. Yeah, my brain just discombobulated. I don't know why I just had that happen in my head. I'm just gonna, I don't know why I did that. My bad, y'all. It's like a good, like 20 feet away from Chrono, who is like the closest to it now. Next thing is that you'd see these other two slimes that were the closest to the slime that hadn't been just made, that were just kind of chilling near the back area. You see that they are going to begin kind of just making their way up, but you see that they're not like, they're kind of just blocking near the front area. Almost like as if they are protecting this thing, essentially. As that is the monster's turn, Chrono, it is now your turn.
Okay, in hindsight, I probably should have asked after last week ended. How does difficult terrain work again?
It basically your movement speed, which is what, 40?
That's right.
That is halved. So that means right now you are working with 20 feet movement speed.
Okay, got it. All right, I am going to advance forward, and I am going to punch a slime.
All right.
My taunt buzz, because that is what smart people do.
So you're not quite, you haven't quite caught up to Ublex, obviously, who has actively been dragged away, but you essentially have kind of gotten almost slightly past to where they had originally advanced before getting dragged, essentially.
Yeah, if these guys are dragging Ublex closer to this thing, I don't think that's gonna be a good thing. If I
Stop them! They're trying to touch me.
It's probably not a good thing.
All right, so
I had to guess.
boom, 18 to hit.
18 to hit.
Taunt
That
Damn.
will hit. Go ahead and roll me your damage. Are you just punching this little guy?
No, I'm using a taunt weapon.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and roll me your your stuff.
Okay, that is 10 damage.
10 damage. All right, I've gotcha. So yeah, you smack this thing, and you see it just kind of go like, and they like it's not having a good time. It's definitely in a bloody state, essentially, or I guess for slime reference, it's leaking. Yeah, it's in a leaking state.
Yeah, got it. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
This makes sense. All right, so guys, if If it's leaking, it's bloody. If it's dripping, it's crippled.
It's dripping, it's got some swag, man.
Listen, it's like, okay, it has 3/4 health left. It's dripping, right? It's half health. It's leaking. It's like 3/4. It's puddling. It's beginning to puddle. It's pouring.
Puddling. It's puddling. It's dying. It's trying its
Oh my
best.
god.
Okay,
These
next.
needs to be written down so we don't forget.
That's a
Okay,
future reference for Oobleck.
Oh, man.
okay, next.
Someone
I'm gonna
write
go
this
ahead and
down.
Use my bonus action to do an unarmed strike. I hope
Okay.
I don't regret this.
You got this, you got this, you got this.
That's a 12.
12? That will, let me double check. Why did my sheet close? Stop it, stop calling my sheets. That will barely hit.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Alright.
Oh, I actually hit the pitch.
That is 5 damage on top of that. So how
5
this
damage,
happens
okay.
is Chrono does spot Oobleck's being dragged away and just says, "Oh, no, you don't." He steps forward, realizes, wait, smart people kill all of their enemies when they see them. So he just kind of goes to just sort of, I don't know, it's like punching Jello essentially. I think that's like the best way I could visually describe it.
Gotcha. So you're still fighting that same slime as before, correct? Double checking. All right, cool. I want to make sure I wasn't misunderstanding that you're walking out of the other one's range and causing opportunity attack. Understood. Yeah. So
There we go.
after you get this nice little swing on it, you see that it is now in a puddling state. It's just like it's kind of just like drooping like aggressively like.
I'd like to think Croto, after he punches it and it gets to this state, he kind of lifts up his right hand to look at it, and he's just basically.
Yeah. Yeah, like it is covered your hand essentially. Like it is the most disgusting thing. Like the difference is like, you know, with Ooblex, at least when you put your hand in it, like it's probably sanitary at the very least if you ever enter Ooblex. Whereas this thing, you don't know what the fuck. Like
Yeah,
this
keep
is
my
a
shit
different type of
clean.
slime. Something about this slime just feels more unsanitary. Maybe it's just because of the color. You don't know. But something about it just doesn't. You know.
He's just violently shaking his right hand, kind of like when some people refuse to use like the dryer machine after you wash your hands because they hate the noise. Just aggressively shakes hand and just going, "Oh god, oh god, oh god, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this." And that will do it for my turn.
All right. As next up is Jiro. You would see that Jiro would, using his, and I'm going to double check to make sure that's how this class works, because I don't want to tell you wrong. Yeah, so with his action, he is going to summon his summon, as you see Cutlet come into play. As Cutlet,
no.
How far can he summon his summons? That's actually a good question. I should check that.
I don't know if I wrote it down, but it's within 30 feet.
You did not. Okay, cool.
It's within 30 feet. My bad.
It will summon right in front of the one that was originally approaching the group near the opening of the entrance. And with its bonus action, it cannot swipe, but it can grapple. So you see this thing basically go for essentially like a giant paw to like hold it down on the ground. Basically, like, it essentially just goes to step on the ooze essentially. So it is going to roll a strength save, the ooze, to see if it can get out from underneath it. It will not. So you see Cutlet just like put its big right paw. You see it raise it up and just onto like this slime. Though because there's no rocky floor and everything, the terrain, the rocks, the wall and the ceiling is all slime. It's like you would have normally heard a thud, and it would have been a hard thud. It is like you see it hit, and Usagi, you're kind of light. Roll me a because you're in enough of a radius here. Roll me a dexterity save.
Hey, I'm good at that. Okay.
Dex save.
Yeah.
Basically a cat catching a mouse, only 10 times more violent.
That's a 19, baby!
19? Alright, yeah. So you go flying up into the air, and you almost hit the ceiling. And then you go plummeting back down. It's like a trampoline. And you have to stabilize yourself so you don't just fall on your face, essentially.
Oh, great.
Hey, you have a thing on your
Alright,
back.
guys,
listen.
can we experiment later with sending Usagi to terminal velocity height?
Don't you dare! Also, fall damage wouldn't mean. I don't think fall damage would mean anything right now since I'm a cloud.
You like float down, right? It would just probably take like a good while before to actually come down from that kind of height.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's that weird thing of like right now, I should have said this, my bad, but however, it didn't really matter with that good roll. But with those dexterity saves, when you're, if it's like specifically a falling dexterity, you'll technically just have advantage because you're in a cloud form. You know, so it'll make it a little bit easier for you. On the very least, you're not going to be taking fall damage, even if you do fuck up. It just means you just be like weirdly prone.
Weirdly prone.
Weirdly prone, because that should have been an easy save. Right.
I'm prone, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I didn't make the others roll because they're not really light weighted. The only one that would technically need a roll is Ublex, but because they're being held down by the other slimes, and they're also not within like a 15, 20-foot radius, they're not technically prone to being sent flying.
Well, I'm like 7 foot right now.
Yeah, you also weigh more
I'm
right now.
6.5 foot, I mean.
Yeah, well, let's see, wait, so you grabbed, before you went in here, you grabbed, was it 3 or 4 feet of water? I thought it was 4 feet, wasn't it?
It was a 3.5.
3.5, okay, yeah. So yeah. So, if you gain like another half, you'll have like your first bonus to your stats that stays temporary while holding stuff. Which, if I remember right, was you have the sheet. I DM'd it to you. I'm pretty sure we have it pinned. But I think it's like a +1 to your charisma, if I remember right. But yeah. That being said, that is all of Jiro's turn, as that's all he can do. Ublex, it is now your turn. You are currently grappled. You can try to break out of that with a free action, and then after that, if you have failed to break out of these grapples, you may use a bonus action. And if it comes worse to that, you can either continue to fight like that or use your action to also try and break out. It really counts on how you wish to do it.
Since they want to touch me, I'm gonna touch them.
Okay.
That's a fucking sentence.
That's a sentence, yeah. So are you trying to absorb
I'm gonna
them?
get out of the grapple and then try to like fucking touch. Oh god, I just not saying that. I'm gonna like just try to absorb them.
Right, okay. So first you're trying to get out of the grapple, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so go and roll me an athletics check. Go roll their athletics check. Was that a nat 1?
Oh boy.
Alright, cool, there we go. That was from Dylan. Why'd you roll that? Why'd you roll? Yeah, never mind. Oh wait, no, that's from earlier. Never mind, I don't know why, but Roll20 finally just showed me Dylan's latest message. I don't know why.
Wow.
Cool. So Issa, you do manage to get out of this athletics check, luckily enough for you. So you managed to like basically break up this grapple that the one on the left has of you. And then you said the next thing you would do was try to touch them.
You know, you could say like try to absorb them, but yeah.
Okay, so you want to absorb them. Which one are you trying to absorb? The one to your left or the one that failed to grapple you?
The one that failed. Nope, the one on my left.
Oh, the one on your left? Okay, got you. So, I guess technically this is like an unarmed strike, weirdly enough. Or actually, no. Well, okay, we're gonna keep it consistent. Go roll me that con save.
See.
19.
Alright.
Was that 19?
18 plus, yeah, 19, yeah. So, right, I'm gonna roll, right. Roll me unarmed strike, technically speaking. Wait, no, because of your thing, right. Roll me a d4. Roll me a d4 plus 4. 7. So you do 7 force damage to this thing as you try to like basically begin absorbing its body, essentially, is what you're doing. That I would say that this is technically an action. You could do something else with your bonus action if you wish. But yeah, you absorb I'll roll to see how much of these things are like 2 feet tall. So I'll roll to see how much of its mass is lost. You take a foot out of this thing.
Oh shit.
As you are now 4.5 feet taller than what you should be. In total, that makes you at what, 7.5 feet tall right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you basically absorb a foot of this thing. If you technically absorb the rest of it, you would technically be killing it too. So that is also an option. But yeah.
Do I get the disadvantage?
So if right now you are past your natural limit of what you have trained for. If you get to the next marker area for where you have gotten another buff, which I think is at, let me double check here. I'm gonna have to head all the way back over to a specific thing. Hold on, let me grab something real quick. I'm glad you asked. So if once you hit, like, I'd say at 6 feet, that's when you'll start 6 feet of extra mass. That's when you'll start getting like a -1 to your dex.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be a bit before you start getting into that. If you get to the next thing where you would have technically gotten another bonus would have been 8 feet, but you haven't trained enough to be able to handle that. So you just won't get any more bonuses after you're already like where you're at. You've already hit your max. So from here, if you keep absorbing stuff, you're going to keep getting like minuses. You start losing more of your dex. That's really just what's going to happen because your body, you're going to be struggling to maintain your body. So just be aware of that.
To be fair, when you get that big, I don't think you really need to worry about throwing hands when your hands are the size of the Empire State Building.
Wait, I have a plan. I have a plan to get bigger than that thing back there.
Oh,
okay.
no.
And
All right.
I will be the leader.
I don't think that's how that works, but friends.
You know what?
I mean, she's got the spirit. I mean, let her cook. Let her
Let
cook.
let her cook,
Seems
man.
to be how the rest of it works, doesn't
The
it?
bigger one wins. The bigger one wins.
I mean,
the
so,
bigger one wins.
like, I will not deny nor confirm. All I'm gonna say is that technically you've been able to just make yourself bigger than the others and make them submit. So it's possible. Like, it's actually not out of the question, weirdly enough. This is not something I consider. This is something I have to actually be like, is this gonna be something that I have to think about now?
And I will bring the slime against this big guy.
Oh, man. Okay.
All the greens now work for us.
Okay, so here's the thing. That was your action. Do you have anything you wish to do as your bonus action?
Can I absorb some more out of the guy that failed to grab me?
You know, I originally said this was going to be an action. I'm realizing what I should have done is I should have told you to make a grapple check and then have you do the con save.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna grab some opinion out of the peanut gallery here. Anya.
Anya.
Oh no.
Do you think that her
Yes.
trying to absorb a slime should be a bonus action or an action? What do you think? Because I made the mistake. I didn't think about it. I should have had them
That would
grapple
be
before
an
being able to
action.
absorb. Okay, I agree. Okay, yeah. So
Because you're trying to add something to your own mass.
that's what I was feeling, but I wanted to
feel
get
like-
a second opinion.
Yeah, I feel like that's an action.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Cool.
walk away.
I mean, you're gonna walk away?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, where are you going?
Look, just the size change.
Okay. Yeah. So as you walk away, you get 3 opportunities of attack.
Can you move that
Yeah.
far, or is it difficult terrain?
Right.
Oh shit, can I?
So technically, Ublex is the only one that can move here without reduction of movement speed because they are slime
yeah,
on
she's-
slime.
Whoa!
I think I mentioned that before. But
Whoa,
yeah,
it's
you
slime.
can move your icon back to where you had it. I'm gonna roll the to hits, by the way. So the first one was and let me know if any of these hits are AC, right? You got the first one to hit was a 14 plus 2, so that's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. The second one is a 14 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And the third one was a 2 plus 2, so that's not gonna hit. That's a 4.
Yeah, it hit. No, I'm kidding.
Damn. All right.
With
All
my
right.
-7 in dexterity.
So funny enough, these things, because they are outright attacking another slime, weirdly enough, they aren't gonna hurt as much as they would for anyone else because, you know, acid on acid. So I'm going to roll something real quick. That is. All right, so you're going to take 7 force damage essentially, as these two essentially just kind of try to force themselves onto you. essentially. The two ones that
Whoa!
are originally I know. The two ones that you were originally dealing with are the ones that do that. While the other one that you passed by, which was the one that Chrono is fighting, kind of like it's in this like very puddle state. It like tries to reach through and it's just like, oh fuck it.
I don't care. I can't give a damn.
Yeah.
Now, Issa, I gotta say, morally, I like this plan better because aren't we just technically beating up a pregnant person if we just try to fight the boss head on?
What
Oh
in
man,
God's
triple
name?
homicide.
I mean, I'm not wrong, am I? It's creative
mean,
slime.
I
We're
mean-
fighting a pregnant person.
And it's sentient. That
Man, those pregnancy cravings really hit when they want to actually
Self-defense. It's in self-defense, okay?
God.
You mean self-defense? Either way, punching a pregnant person in D&D is still subjected to
Also-
This doesn't
also
sound like
nobody-
it's against your morals, Dylan.
Yeah,
Also,
no.
nobody's noticed the new channel status.
I have not looked at it yet. I haven't looked at the Discord much because I'm
I'll
swapping
help
between
you
a lot
out
of things.
there.
Real-
It just
real
says real slime 4 hour.
God, I fucking love that. Awesome.
Gotta love agar.io, my favorite game of all time.
Oh man. All right. Cool. So that is the end of your turn, I'm guessing, or do you use your bonus
No.
action for something? No.
Wait, that was my bonus action walking away, no?
Walking away is just movement action. There's movement action. There's bonus actions. I don't. Yeah, I know. So I think some D&D people do run it as like that, but in 4E, and this is something that I like about 4E. In 4E, movement action is its own separate thing. So that's how I normally run it. There's movement action, there's bonus action, and there's action. I do not make people, unless you're like dashing, then you'd use like your action or your bonus action to essentially get some extra movement speed. But if you're just using your base movement, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll dash away.
Okay, so you're gonna be using your bonus action dash, so you won't get the full extra 30
wait.
feet. You only get a 15.
Wait, hang on. Wait, Issa, hold up.
Mhm.
Dude, what's your health looking like right now?
Wait,
He's
how
alive.
much damage was it?
It was 7.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna offer.
lie.
I can heal you on my next turn, but you gotta stick on that square.
Recommendation: make sure to.
16 health.
I don't know why, because I did copy and paste your guys' tokens from last time. I don't know why, but Chrono and Ublex, you guys are missing your HP bars. I would recommend maybe setting
Right.
those.
So
your
is
players can see
Usagi
each
for
other.
me.
1 minute.
I can see Usagi's. But
I
you
can't.
I don't know how to set that up.
I will double check.
I can't see accurate or reads.
I will learn how to fix that then later. I don't know why that's a thing. Oh, hold on, wait, maybe this will help. If I press show, can you see it now?
No.
Alright, well then we're just gonna roll with it for now, I guess. And
Fair enough.
I'll fix it afterwards. After session, I'll sit down and figure out what's going on
Oh,
with
my
that.
point still stands is, Issa, if you want healing, you gotta stay on that square. But if you don't, hey, you do you.
I fixed it.
Yep.
Listen, I have a great plan.
Oh,
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, I will then. I will stay like
So you're gonna
right.
stay there?
Alright, bet.
All
I
right.
got you. I'll heal you on my next turn then.
Are you doing anything else, Issa, or are you good to go?
I have a little aura now.
Yeah. Why do you have an aura?
Because I figured out how to make an aura.
Ah, alright.
Yeah, that's my turn for now.
Alright.
It,
So that is your end of your turn. So next up is Mollis.
Nah, he just did
Okay.
like, the thing you do in Dragon Ball Z when you like, unlock your key. That's how we got that aura.
Yes, of course.
Alright, so
Or you just
Mollis,
screamed a lot.
so Mollis is going to turn towards the slime that's just trying to grab him, as he's going to use his action, and everyone around him would see that his hands, his teeth, and his pickaxe just kind of ignite with fire, as he would cast Flame's Grace on himself.
Okay.
As I'm then going to take my bonus action, and I am going to punt this little shit.
Damn.
Nice.
Just fuck off. Get the fuck out of my way.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to use flurry blows to stomp it and then kick it.
Alright, go for it.
As I'm going to kick a 1d20 plus fucking what's my plus? I have
What
not
is
used
your
this
plus?
character. I don't remember. 7.
7.
7.
Alright, the first one does not hit. Oh my god, the other one's a nat 1. Okay, so here's what happened.
No, that's the first one.
Oh, that's the first one. Okay, I know I saw Issa's. Okay, gotcha. Go and roll that second one though before I start telling you what happens here.
Fuck.
Alright, so that second one's gonna hit. We're gonna say that that's a stomp.
Okay.
But yeah, so go and roll your damage as you stomp on it. But as you stomp on it, and like you see it like kind of squish in between your foot essentially, you see it like riles a bit, and then it begins to basically grapple onto your leg.
Oh, wonderful.
As you will take a d6 of acid damage.
Max damage. Fuck you, you little shit.
How much damage did you do? 9.
I did 9.
It
9
is-
bludgeoning as I stomped this thing.
It is leaking.
Good. It needs to die.
Where is my d6? What
I
is
don't know.
that?
You want me to roll?
No,
I got a
you're good.
d6.
No, you're gonna roll for enemies. Fuck you. Oh my god, I got max. It does 6 acid damage.
Oh, thanks, bud.
You're welcome. All
I don't
right.
want to fucking use my mind shrieking ability on one fucker. That's so personal. It's so fucking personal if I do that.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I also don't even know if it would affect this thing. Like, does it have a brain? Is this thing sentient? It might just be immune to psychic damage. I don't know.
It's debatable whether or not these things are sentient.
Yeah, so it might not care.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
Unfortunately, because actually wait, no, there's additional damage on top of my stomp
Oh, okay. How much?
because I ignited my body. 1d4, 1d4 fire
1d4.
damage, max 4.
All right, max 4. Cool. It is still leaking, but it looks worse.
It's fucking
And
damn it,
it's
die.
like it starts grabbing onto it, and it's like oh my god, the fire! Like you see, it like kind of like starts to begin to like bubble, almost like boiling water.
Yeah, as
Oh,
I
man.
have Flame's Grace active. However, annoyingly, I have to roll a fucking concentration immediately.
Yep. While you roll that concentration, it will move on to Yasagi's turn. You lose concentration with that 9.
I'm assuming it's a base d20.
It's a base
Alright.
d20. 1 to 10, you lose it. 11 to 20, you keep concentration.
Cool, so I can't cast that again.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yusagi,
Right.
I will let you know real quick before you do anything. Since you got a natural 1 to your initiative on your first turn, any attacks you do will have disadvantage. I'm giving you a
great.
heads up.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to attack anything first of all. Well, flanking doesn't give sneak attack, does it?
Flanking?
That's a 4E thing, isn't it?
That's mainly a 4E thing. The way I do that is that
Ah.
rogues technically can flank, and they can try and get their sneak attack that way. But you would need to roll essentially a stealth to see if you can actually get behind it without it noticing you.
which is impossible considering the fact that the place is covered in slime. Well, I have a solution to that. Gravity ring, bitch!
Okay.
Now, I'm aware that only lasts a turn, but all I need to do is get invisible, get up close to it, and then activate it so that it can't tell where I am.
So, okay, so your plan is to stay in the air essentially while being invisible.
Yes!
Alright, I'm glad you're actually making use of that utility. Just make sure that you keep track of how many turns does it last?
It only
the
lasts
church?
one turn,
Okay, so yeah, just...
but I can
yeah.
use it twice.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so you can, you activate your charge. Does it take a bonus action or is it a free action? Does it say?
No, I'm not activating it yet.
Okay, cool.
I'm activating it when I get closer. I'm just explaining my brilliant plan.
I gotcha.
First, I'm going to attempt to... I'm going to turn invisible, first of all.
Alright, yeah. I got you,
There
man.
it goes. I
there
don't
an
know where
icon
he
for
is
that?
anymore.
Alright. So you go invisible. I know eventually you plan to go into the air, and essentially you just be able to re-roll your stealth.
Yes.
I'll just go ahead and have you, because like, right now the only thing they'll be able to pick up on you is the big slime. As long as you're touching the ground, it'll know where you are no matter what. So there's not a way for you to stealth with that. But you
the other
can't
ones,
stealth
though.
against the others. So the others, you're just
Okay.
roll a just flat
2, 3,
stealth.
4. Okay.
Because they are still somewhat
Alright.
connected to this thing, and by the looks of these things, do use
Alright.
telepathy. So
Flat stealth, here we go.
Yep, flat stealth.
Here we go.
no advantage, no disadvantage. Boy, what you measure?
Well, I got a plus 7 for this. Here we go.
Alright.
That's a 26!
Nice, dude. Yeah, no, so you completely sneak in straight away. and you have like wandered up essentially to the one that Chrono's been fighting, as you just go
Yep.
fully invisible.
Now, disadvantage. Now I'm aware about disadvantage to hit. So let's see here.
All right, see what you
Here
get
we
now.
Where is the fucking thing? Where is the stupid? It's been a while. I've forgotten how to freaking roll with it.
It's fair, man. It's fair.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
+3.
12 and
You
a
absolute.
So, man,
Well
that's another
Wait,
nat
why-
one.
Oh.
So
Why
I'm
do you
gonna,
only have a +3?
yeah.
What?
Yeah, why did you only have? Well, I mean, we'll fix it next time. You can't re-roll it because you got a nat one.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
you want to
yeah.
make sure you shouldn't only have a +3 to hit.
Give me a second here.
Yeah, but that being said, while you figure out what you've done with the modifier, you swing your sword at this slime that is like in this basically puddled state, and you were cloaking yourself pretty well, so it didn't see it really coming. But what happens essentially is that you see like its body is like it's so unstable right now because it's in this puddled state that essentially it right when you were swinging for an area of its body that is kind of like a head almost like the top, like the higher up area of it. It like basically like slushes down, and like as you miss, you swing down and you see your sword basically get kind of like thrown off balance because of
God
this.
damn it.
And what's gonna happen
Right.
is that your sword gets plunged into the slime floor and you are prone. So when you get up, you'll have to use your movement action next turn to get up. And then you'll have to use a bonus action, athletics, to pull it out. Luckily for you, it won't be that hard. It's slime, but still, it is viscous, so it's not going to be like a DC 5. But yeah, that being said, your sword is kind of just wait. You haven't used the charge. You haven't used the charge for the lightning.
Gravity?
So you're fine.
No, I have not.
Yeah, you're fine. If that was active, that would have been a lot worse. Right.
Yeah, of course I'm not going to activate it when the entire room is covered in fluid.
Yeah, thankfully. So that is where your turn will have to end because you are not prone. That is really unlucky. But
I'm
it is
so
now
mad.
back to
Fuck.
the monster's turns.
Oh, piece
Fuck.
of
Now
shit.
he's gonna. Now this one's gonna.
Wait.
Hmm?
Wait, what about the kitsune? What's she doing?
Oh, right, Yori. I completely forgot to add her to
Yori.
the thing. I'm
What?
so sorry. She'll just be at the back end of the thing. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know why nobody mentioned that till now, but like,
I did.
yeah.
I just assumed
Over
she
my
was going
head.
last.
No, I just didn't remember. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot you guys brought Yori. All right, cool. So Yori is going to go ahead and start making her way over. She only has. Let me double check with her movement speed here. Actually, I actually got to go get her sheet as well because I just didn't even have it open. That tells you how much I genuinely forgot about her for a second there.
Man's looking at the sheet thing and looking at the battle map. He's like, "Yeah, it's all fine. All here. Got everything ready." Yuri's sitting there like, "I'm here, you fuck.
Okay,
I exist, God."
she's a weird one when it comes to being half because she's at the area where she has 25 feet, which is where it's like, well, you can't really half that properly. So I'll just give her the 25 essentially of movement speed. So she'll be able to get up to. She can't even see him, but she can see the sword stuck in the ground now. Because he's no longer grappling it. So she knows where you're at, Usagi.
Great.
I think for now, because a Cutlet is actively dealing with a God, she can't even get. No, she can't get around Cutlet. So you see her like basically slink to where Cutlet's at and slink past him, and like come from the other side while the thing's being pinned down. She'll have advantage to hit the slime since it's actively being grappled, and that is. Okay, that is an 18. She would have fucked up otherwise, because she originally rolled a natural 2. As you see her just like, immediately, she has like sprinted forward, and then like basically swung around the right side of Cutlet. Like, pulls out her daggers, kind of in a spinning motion, and then stabs them both downwards. As she gets to stab up on this thing.
This poor slime, like, out of all the slimes, I feel the worst for the one that Cutlet stepped on.
Oh my
Because it's the most like, what do you do?
fucking max damage on both daggers.
Make peace with your life. Honestly, that's all you can really do
Yeah.
at that point. And your
So-
life decisions.
So as you see her do a total of 16 piercing damage, as she stabs down on it with both of the daggers, you see it immediately, like any life that it had, you see it like bubble out. And then it begins to absorb into the ground.
Man,
As this one is gone. That is her turn, but that is what she got to do essentially. Oh man, that is a thing. That is a thing that exists. She fucking one-tapped it.
that's good to see that the bard is more murderous than all of the PCs.
I will mention
Oh,
these
boy.
things don't actually have a lot of health because they are minions. But you know, if you let them begin to grow in number, that's where their strength comes into play. Their modifiers aren't good. HP isn't good. There's just a lot of them. That's the thing.
They're
about
also
these.
getting spawned, which is the annoying part.
So, next up is the monster's turn, because it can't really do anything else right now, it is only going to continue to spawn for right now. As once again, it will spawn yet one more slime. I will copy and I will paste. As you see another one pop out right here, on the right side of it instead of the left side. As now the slimes will begin to move. The one currently grappling Mollis, it is going to try and actually no, it's already grappled onto you, so it just does the damage. Right.
That's great.
Yeah, that's
Lovely.
okay. So
Lovely.
that's the dangers about grapple my world. It can be really useful for players, but if you actually get grappled as a player, it can suck. So it's a two-sided coin, but you take 3 acid damage as it just continues to hold on to your leg, essentially. Next up is we have the other slime that is being cornered in between Usagi and Chrono. It is going to roll a perception check, however, it's going to need a pretty good perception to be able to notice. It does not notice Usagi. As it will just immediately swing for Chrono, the one guy that is near it. As Chrono does a 9 hit.
Let me check. No.
Okay, so you see it pitifully raises these 2 slimish arms up I'm gonna fucking and you see it droop before it even gets up even an inch. It tries, it's struggling in this puddled state.
Dude, I don't know why, but I just picture this slime putting up these dukes come at me, bitch. It's the most crumples as it just puts them up.
Oh man.
It's just gonna look so
Like a Looney Tunes ass fucking come at me, bitch.
Chronos just kind of looks stone-faced and just says, "Please die already."
You see it look at you that's what you hear.
Hey,
That's
so-
about what I expected.
Ublex, what the fuck did it just say? Please
Sorry,
translate.
That's one of the 2 languages that these things know. That's the one that Ublex doesn't speak. They speak jiggle jiggle.
Damn. Was that gurgle gurgle?
That was gurgle gurgle, man. You gotta understand. You see one of the ones that was originally trying to grapple Ublex but continued to fail. You see it begin to slime its way over aggressively towards Ublex as it tries to grapple you yet again. And it did horribly. I will remind you that you do have your reactions back, but it got a 4 to grab you. Does that grab you? Oh wait, no, you need to roll me athletics check. Roll me athletics check, Esau. The only way you fuck this up is you get a nat 1. So...
Alright.
I'm guessing the one.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
Come on.
I'm
don't fuck it
guessing the
up.
one that rolled against Mollis just did not get a good.
Oh, you
athletics.
fucked it up.
To be honest, I forgot about that leg, so we'll get to that in a second. That is good enough.
boy.
So Issa,
Really?
once again, because athletics versus athletics.
That's
So-
great.
What?
Mollis technically. I don't know. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
No, I
Moss-
said I'm gonna get back to it. I said I'm gonna get
Okay.
back to it. I fucked up. I'm glad you caught on to it. Again, I'm managing a lot of shit here. So if you see that I messed something up, feel free to call me out. 100%.
Yeah.
You see this
Well,
yeah, bitch. Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
yeah. Is there a deadline? Is there a deadline on calling you out?
Yeah,
can you be, back
if-
when
if-
you report.
If the turn has ended, and we have moved on to the next enemy, then at that point you're waiting too long.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is like the one time that, to be honest, Mala should have called me. Acrid, you probably should have called me out beforehand. Next time, if I fuck up on something, I move on to the next enemy, and you haven't called me out yet, we're just going to keep it moving. This will be the one.
I'd say keep
but
it moving anyways.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. I was giving you the option. I was
I'll
going to say
just
because
eat
it's the
it.
first time that I've genuinely fucked up at someone's actually being like, hold up, wait. That's the only reason why I was going to be like, I'm willing to sidetrack this one time.
Also, like, I also mentioned at the beginning when they originally tried to grapple me, it rolled it to hit instead of an athletics.
Oh, well, so yeah, no, that is again what's on me because it does also have a grapple attack that actually runs off of this to hit. There's a reason for that bit.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So again, I know it's a little bit hard to explain because it has its like natural athletics to try and grapple you. And then it has, again, I didn't make the
punchy.
sheet. Yeah, it has like a punchy essentially. So it was
Fair enough.
yeah. It's a little hard to explain because at the end of the day it's just a blob of slime. So it's kind of hard to like flavor it more than that when it doesn't have the ability to do the things like Ublex can do, where it can full on shift like a human. So
Yeah, I'm saying I'm fine with having to eat that acid originally because I got a nat 1. So I'm sitting here like, no, I don't get to get out of that.
Fair enough. I appreciate you at least trying to call me out and letting me know ahead of time. Moving on, though.
Next turn, I'm sending this thing to God.
Yep. Ublex, yeah. So you see this one try to like grapple onto you, and once again, it's that same thing where like, you just use the outer layer to basically push it away. As it basically tried to full on like use its body, like I'm just gonna fucking grab you with my whole body, and you just like no, get off me, no, stop that.
I just love the image of this thing stretching and not even reaching halfway up.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying.
It's only 2 feet, so couldn't really properly do it. You see this other slime begin to inch its way over and make its way to Ublex.
Oh my god.
So it passes by Chrono in the
What the
process.
fuck, bruh?
So, I'm going to roll its athletics, roll me your athletics, as it's going to try to grapple you to try and drag you, Ublex. Alright, you do fail this one, as it got a natural 15. So, it is going to begin to drag you. It spins, let's see, that's 15 feet. It has a total of 45, so that means that has 20 left. Wait. Hold up. Hold up, no, that's not right, that's 30. That's 30 feet. But it is half, technically speaking, because of, it's grappling you. So it gets 15 feet of movement, so it's going to drag you all the way to 5, 10, 15. It kind of just basically drags you even closer to this monster yet again. 15 feet closer to this
What the
thing.
fuck, bruh?
It just tries to drag you forward. It's just like, come here. Like, you see, when it's like approaching you, see it was like doing like a jiggle, like, hey, and then it like grabs onto you and begins like dragging you forward. It's the same one that grabbed you last time too, which is kind of the ironic thing.
Oh,
Isn't that one only a foot tall?
That's the one that's only a foot tall. It's like basically grabbing you by like the ankle essentially, though you don't have an ankle because you're still in a blob form if I remember right.
No,
but
it
now
does have
it's
ankles.
It's brought you closer to the other two that were approaching from like afar. So these two are now going to start making its way over to you, Ublex. As the one closer to the right side, near like some broken pieces of wood, which is the only thing that hasn't been converted into slime yet. It basically goes past this crate in like wooden board pieces, and is going to once again try to grapple you to try and move you further. Athletics check. Oh, you know what? You better get a nat 20.
What?
You need a nat 20 to beat this athletics check, because it also got a nat 20.
Well, shit.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. All right. Right, and it barely moved. It moved 10 feet, so it's got 30 feet of... It brings you directly to the egg. Right. It brings you directly to the egg.
Oh, great.
That's not big.
Yes.
That's not
We'll deal with that in a second. The other slime that was on the left side begins to make its way over to Chrono. Hold on, I'm going to roll something real fast. I'm going to roll it a cleaner check. This is a flat D20. Essentially, these things, as you have maybe picked up, they kind of just like, if they see things on the floor, they like to suck it up. Guess what's on the floor right now? And it's near Chrono.
That's
The
thick?
sword.
Oh.
Usagi's sword.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Okay. you're going to need to get that out of there by the next turn. It's going to move 1 square away from it, coming from, like, basically from behind Chrono. And it is, like, 5 feet away from this sword. It is really close to it. As it will begin to attack. Chrono is doing the to hit. It's not going for a grapple here. A 9 is not going to hit. I know that for a fact. As, again, it just misses Chrono. Chrono just kind of, like, basically just takes a step forward, like, no, don't grab my ankle. Fucking stop.
No, he's using the power of Pika Germaphobe to his advantage.
What the fuck did you just say? Pika Germaphobe?
I don't know what that is.
Basically means you're afraid of germs.
Okay.
Isn't that just germaphobe?
Did I
You said,
mispronounce it or
you
something?
said Pika germaphobe.
I don't remember what I was saying. I think I was trying to say I was using the powers of being a germaphobe. I might have...
Okay. Yeah, see, you said the powers of being a Pika germaphobe.
I might have had a small brain fart mid-sentence.
Gotcha. No, that's fair. That's why I was like, wait, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so the one slime to the left of the slime incubator will stay where it's at. In fact, you see that it kind of just stares at Ublex. The other one to the right will begin making its way over to the rest of the party. So I'm going to measure, and oh my god, it can make its way all the way up to Chrono.
I might not be able to heal you on my next turn as I was originally hoping.
Yeah. As it slings its way over to Chrono and begins to reach for Chrono. It's going for a grapple. Roll me an athletics check.
Okie dokie. I'm good at that. 19.
You succeed. So like you see it that it starts reaching towards you, like, come here, from behind, and you just slap it away, like, no, stop that.
He uses his germaphobe radar to turn around and slap it. Just going, no.
Don't do
No,
that.
I hate you. Die. Please die.
Oh god. Right. Next up is Chrono. It is your turn.
Okay, well, as much as I would love to help you, Issa, I think I need to clear out a few of these guys first. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to attack this guy with an unarmed strike. The guy who is... Actually, no, I'll just use a Tonfus, just so it's a guaranteed kill.
Alright.
Yeah, so that will be a 16.
That will hit.
And that's a 9 damage.
Yeah, so you strike this puddled slime that you've been like mauling away, and it's been struggling for its dear life. You see it has like its 2 hands up, like, you know, come here, Sonny, and then you just fucking squash it. It just absorbs into the ground essentially, as you just swat it like a fucking fly.
And okay, excellent. I killed it. Yay. Go
Yes,
me.
you did.
I'm going to then use Flurry of Blows, and I'm going to commit more killing. Starting with the slime directly to Chrono's left.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically it was to your back, but yeah.
I'm assuming a 10 misses.
The 10 would miss.
I'll use the other one.
14 will hit.
14 hits. Excellent. And that is going to be 6 damage.
All right. You see that it is in a leaking state.
Which one's dead?
I will actually remove it real quick because my bad. This one is now dead.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
And I will. I think I'll move like that.
Okay, so you get
Oh,
opportunity of attack from the one slime.
That's fine.
As the one from your from behind you, and also to technically what was when you turned around your left side, takes a grab at you, or technically a to hit because it can't grapple for that. But that is a 10 plus 2, so I don't think that's going to hit.
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so it reaches for you, but it just doesn't reach fast enough essentially.
Now you see, dear viewers, while Nitsify isn't showing this, every slime gets a disadvantage when they try to hit Chrono because Chrono is so disgusted by them, he stays away.
Oh, great.
Nah, that's not the case.
That's gaslighting for the record.
Damn it, I can't use my bunny hop. Oh.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, you lost your bunny hop because you're not bunny mode right now.
Oh.
You're
Great.
cloud mode.
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay.
Yep. As Chrono, that's the end of your turn. Next up is Jiro. Jiro, he always keeps his distance, so he will have his summon do his bidding. as you see Cutlet
Oh.
jump over Yori.
Whoa!
And onto the like near the slime area, as it is now approached the two slimes where that is where that Chrono has been dealing with, as it's going to take a fucking swipe at these things. I'm going to go ahead and roll its to hit, as it basically goes for specifically a summon slam is what this attack is called. Basically it's just trying to slam its body down on these two. Because of its size, I'm going to say that because it'll go for the one that was directly behind Chrono, that Chrono was attacking at one point. That is a 14 plus 6 to hit, so it will get this hit. Yeah,
No.
as I'm gonna roll its damage. Is a D10 plus 4, as this thing got a low roll, but it is enough to kill the slime. So you see basically it slam its body down on this slime, and you see its body you hear the as it just splats and the slime just goes everywhere. It's like a fucking nuke.
I'm assuming it lands on Kronos, some of the slime residue.
Yeah, it definitely lands a little bit on Usagi. Usagi, this is actually actually, weirdly enough, if this was normal invisibility, that would actually give away your invisibility. But because you have specifically the cloaking invisibility, which allows you literally, it basically makes you blend in with whatever background you are, essentially like a chameleon. That's how your invisibility works. That's why it's called the cloak fruit. No, it just blends in because you're already blending in with green. So the green just blends in with green. So you're fine. And it gets a little bit on Yori too.
After Chrono gets splattered, he just says, "Is there no god?"
Let me. Right. You.
Someone will remember that.
You hear like a little bit of crackling.
Oh god.
We'll find out what's happening with that later.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god, did I just summon Keek? Intentionally?
Don't talk shit about the gods, especially not when Kikas knows you.
Oh god, I do not want to be on any kind of terms with that crazy.
You would see.
Incredible.
You would see Jiro then look over, and with his bonus action, you would see him look to Moss and just go, "Pardon me," and you see him you see his hand begins to form with lightning as he grabs onto this slime.
Oh, grand.
As he's using Shocking Grasp, as he's going to try and pull it off of your leg while doing damage to it.
Oh my.
Yay.
He actually does! He beat the AC by 1. So you see him grab this slime and just essentially it is the most I want to let go of this as soon as possible. This is disgusting. Fucking ew. As he just as soon as he grabs it, it is immediate when you grab let's say a bug. You actively catch it while it's alive. You just there's that intention of I want to fucking fling that. It is that immediate ugh, no. He just flings it and it goes 5 feet away. He's not strong. And it takes 1 lightning damage. It's just a little electrified.
That's it's a sad minimum damage.
Oh man, yeah, it got the bare minimum. But Shocking Grasp means that it won't be able to take a reaction, if I remember correctly, for its next turn. Yeah, can't take reactions until the start of its next turn, so it won't be able to react, at least for now. But that is the end of Jiro's turn. As next up is Ublex, as you are staring down the face of this slime incubator, essentially, and 2 other slimes that have surrounded you.
Maybe I should have run.
Oh,
What?
I did not hear that. I do apologize.
So, is this slime dead?
That one is. I will delete that. My bad.
You're good.
I want to run and suck that one up.
All right. So you're
No, I'm just gonna run.
you're just gonna run?
I'm
Alright.
so scared.
Cool. You can move as much speed as you want. Did you want to do anything before you ran, or are you using that before you do any of your actions or bonus?
Yeah,
actions?
I'm doing that before I do any
Okay.
actions.
Cool.
I know I'll probably get hit.
Yeah. So you have 3 opportunity attacks that will be coming into play here.
Oh, shit, son.
Disengage is an option.
Disengage is an option, but I'll remind you that it takes a whole action. The only ones that can do that with a bonus action are rogues. So keep that in mind.
And monks.
Yes, and monks. That is true.
I pray they don't do enough damage to me.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna take the opportunity of attacks. Understood. So I'm going to roll. So that is the first one. The first one is going to miss you. The second one is going to hit you. That is an 18 plus 2, I'm pretty sure. That will hit your AC, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to roll for the big guy. That's the one you don't want to be getting hit by. So I'm going to roll... The thing is with its attacks is that all of its attack is purely grapple. So I'm technically going to have you instead just roll for a... It has a DC. I actually have the setup. So this one, instead of it being a natural like athletics for me to roll versus athletics, this is a proper DC. So you need to roll me above a DC 14 strength.
Here goes the saving throws.
What?
Let me know what you get.
You might not
10.
be able to do it.
So go ahead and move your icon back.
Yeah.
As you try to move away, but you see it like grapple onto your body as it begins to try to lift you off the ground with this like slimy tentacle essentially that like sprouts out from underneath the egg bit.
Yep.
So you still have your action, your bonus action. It won't stop you from doing that, but you are grappled now. Oh, and right, I should roll the damage for the little dude, the D4. Alright, you're only going to take 3 damage. You take 3 force damage from that one slime that attacked you before the main egg guy grappled you. So, what do you wish to do while you're being grappled with your action and bonus action? You can try to break out, you could attack it if you want.
Eldritch Blast.
What's your plan?
Point blank Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Point blank? Alright.
I mean, can I do that?
Yeah.
Grapple-
The way I see stuff personally, and I've always found this to be stupid in D&D, but I never see a reason why a ranged person can't use a ranged thing. Because they're always like, oh, well, it's a disadvantage unless you get this specific feat. Like, unless you're using a bow, I don't see the reason for that. A lot of ranged weapons can easily be used in close combat.
I rolled a 10!
Yeah, with a 10, you will not hit. As, like, you try to fire at it, and it just kind of, like, grazes off this, like, more hardened area of the shell. It just, like, basically, like, you see it, like, clash with it, and then it gets sent down. The beam just gets reflected.
I'm cooked!
Okay, that was just a bonus action, though. You still have your action. Because that was just a cantrip.
Yeah.
What's your plan?
So, if I use an AoE attack in the radius that I am in, will that hit me?
Counting on what it is, it could possibly hurt you or possibly not. What are you looking at using?
Shatter.
I would say shatter. No, it won't hurt you. If it was something more physical, like I'd say, I don't know, fireball.
Fireball.
Fireball would definitely set you on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Shatter every creature within a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
This point, we'll have to make a Constitution saving roll.
All right. So I'm gonna roll for the big guy first. He's gonna roll a Constitution saving throw. He has a +3 to that. He does fail. Actually, no, he's a +6. My bad. I misread. That's just his normal check.
What?
So that's a 9, so that's an extra +3. So skibbity boo, skibbity bow, my brain's dying on me. Blah 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 blah. That's still gonna fuck up. Could you say what was the DC again?
13.
Okay, so no, that barely succeeds then. It met the DC.
Aw.
It met the DC. I do apologize. Wait, no, I'm mismathing. No, that does do damage. It got a 12. I'm so sorry. It's right.
Oh god.
I'm running off of like not a lot of sleep, so bear with me.
It's okay. Take it down.
The other one got actually the other one might have succeeded. This was the one that attacked you. It got a 12, but what is its con save? It does not have proficiency in con save, so I guess that +1. So that one is also going to fail. They all fail. Okay, cool. Go and roll me your damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, 13 damage. So here's the fun thing. Something that you'll realize is that not all these slimes have the same amount of health. The ones that are newer have less health. So you see these two ones that have just been basically just come to life. You see them just go, and they just, as they just explode, essentially. So these two ones that were like, these two smaller ones just fully detonate like a bomb. Why can I not let me delete that one? Okay, I'm gonna pull down the map so I can delete it, I guess. Oh, fuck you.
It flies and explodes.
Yeah, it gets like sent to the wall, it bounces off the wall, goes flying forward, and then blows up midway. That's just how crazy that psychic damage was.
Thunder.
Yeah. Oh, thunder, my bad. And then the other one, you said it was a total of 13, so I'm going to mark that off of its total health. Thank you. Alright, cool. And is that all?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. Next up, Mollis, it is your turn.
I'm going to... Oh, God. Mollis...
You got this.
Mollis is going to look at, Oh, wait, what was I...
Jiro?
Yeah, Jiro. And
Okay.
he's going to, basically let him know, like, basically a quite quick ask of, you can handle yourself, basically with this one fucking slime, because he's wanting to sprint to the other side of the fucking room.
I can deal with it, it's fine. Do what you need to do.
As, Mollis is going to take Step of the Wind,
Alright.
as he is going to essentially try and cut. Oh god, he's gonna try. He doesn't know where Usagi is.
Keep in mind that your
no.
movement is halved. So
Yes, that Step of the Wind gives a dash.
got you.
So that doubles my movement, which gives me 100 feet of movement.
Okay, so you're down to 50 then. Understood. Yeah, so are you just making a straight beeline? Because you can't see Usagi.
Oh no.
Can I see his sword?
His sword is over in... Hold on, let me show you. His sword is specifically right here. It is 10 feet to the left.
Okay.
That's
So
why
Mollis is like,
within the possibility
alright.
of absorbing it.
Alright, so he's somewhere in this fucking area.
Yeah, he's somewhere in that vicinity.
Mollis.
Oh no, you're just
Alright.
gonna fucking bowl me over.
You're about to find out.
Oh no.
You know what? If you want to try and avoid this, and you plan on still going in a straight line, roll me a perception check. See if you end
Oh,
up cold
Christ
dosing
God.
him. This is the
Mollis?
like, yeah.
No.
He's gonna. Oh, he doesn't know how you saw what happened to Usagi. He's like, why the fuck is the sword on the ground? What the fuck?
Yep. If you plan
Okay.
on going in a straight line, you're probably gonna need to roll a perception check because I can't allow like metagaming either, obviously.
No, and
So-
I'm not going because Mollis would just go for a straight line because he doesn't know.
All right.
Perception.
You would not know that. You'd have to be his stealth. So no, you don't see him.
Alright. Well, Usagi, you might go for a flying trip.
Hey, if it means I get closer to the big guy.
Yeah. So well, have you do?
Wait, no, then I don't have my sword.
Yes, yep. Anyways, so Mollis, as you begin steamrolling and dashing
can I?
towards this
No.
thing.
Could I jump at the end of my sprint to try and cover more distance?
I mean,
Not-
honestly, normally
not
your
over.
jump is whatever movement speed you have left. So I would say no to this. The only race that can actually get extra movement from a jump is Harrigan.
Yeah.
That is a Harrigan exclusive. So, you will get your 50 feet. You're going to bulldoze through. Roll me 8 to hit, unarmed.
Okay, I need to figure out where the fuck I'm going. Okay, so it's... Fuck, I keep losing it.
It's right here. I'll ping it. Boom. There it is. Boom. There it is.
Whoa.
Boom, there it is. I had the same problem happen for me. Don't worry.
I was like, where the fuck's the tile? Where did it go?
For the non-viewers, he kept like remeasuring to where his icon would end up after going 50 feet, and he kept losing what tile he should be on.
Yeah, I was like, wait, is it that one or that one?
It literally happened at like the beginning of the combat with me with the first slime that I was dealing with, if I remember right. So it's not don't worry, you're not alone. But yeah, roll
Okay.
that to hit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Usagi.
This is whether or
My
not
God.
you send him flying.
Unfortunately, I have a high to hit, bud.
Oh man, does a 13 hit your AC?
Does it? Let's see. 1 second. Where did I put that fucking tab? There we go.
Find out.
No. It
Okay.
does not.
So
My AC is 16.
you see Mollis bulldozing towards you, and luckily enough, because Mollis is a bit more on the heavier side out of this crew, you like kind of get bounced up as he gets near you. So you get bounced just slightly out of the way. Like if
It's
you
nothing personal. I just have no idea you're there.
yeah, so you get sent like in a weird like backflip and then back onto your face essentially.
God damn it.
Oh
Enough
man.
of this.
Anything else
Is what
for
I'm
your turn?
thinking. I'm not saying that because that would break my
Yeah.
stealth.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
As that would have been my bonus action. Mollis can't get to it,
Yep.
so he is instead going to create a fireball in his hurl it. As he is
Alright.
going to use produce flame and hurl a ball of flames at this fucker.
Now I want to double check with produce flame because it's either that or create bonfire. I'm trying to remember which. One of them is like an action or like a bonus action to make the flame, and then another action or bonus action to like actually use it.
So
Is that
produce
bonf-
flame.
Okay.
Produce flame. You can create the fire and then throw it.
Okay.
As-
So that's all
but-
within
but
the
it
same
just-
turn.
Yeah, it's just a cantrip. So it just
Okay.
ends this. But if I throw it, it ends the spell immediately. So I'll have to keep recasting it.
Gotcha. The reason why I was double checking was because I know that it was either create bonfire or that one where it takes like 2 actions to actually get to use the proper fire for damage.
Luckily, as far as I can tell, reading produce flames. You can also attack with the spell, although it ends the spell. When you cast a spell on the same action or as an action on a later turn, you can hurl the flames.
Oh, so that's a
when
later turn thing.
It says when you cast this spell or as a action on a later turn. So
Okay,
basically, it's saying
understood.
you can do it whenever you want at the
Okay.
beginning or when you later. So
Gotcha. That's
that's
what I
my
need to
to
know.
hit throwing fire.
That will hit. As you basically throw fire at this like egg incubator, go and roll your damage here.
I guess it's whopping. I'm terrifying. Flat D8.
Yeah. You do
5.
5 fire damage. Hell yeah. You set this thing ablaze. You see like it is like getting mildly annoyed now that someone else has started attacking it. As it like you see like the 4 eyes that are facing towards you guys, because like each eye like basically revolves, like is pretty well distanced. This thing probably has like 8 or 10 eyes on it in total, basically going around its entire body. So that's a 360 peripheral of everyone. Basically all around it. But you see like 2 of the 4 eyes that are looking like in that, they're like facing towards that direction, like walk onto you.
Sup, bitch?
Specifically the 2 ones on the right side. Yeah. And it acknowledge you now that I know that you are there. Is that
Yep.
the end of your turn?
Unfortunately.
Alright, Usagi, you're
I'm
next.
gonna use 2
Alright, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna go, so
Excited.
obviously I'm gonna go try and get my fucking sword back.
Okay, go and roll your athletics. That'll be your bonus action. Just a reminder.
Alright, here we go. Yep. Alright, come on.
You got this.
That's 15.
15. Yeah, that'll be enough to pull it out. So like you stand there for a small bit, and at first it's like it's not giving away, and then it just like immediately like lets out.
There
It
we
is
go.
like covered in this like dark green viscous slime that like
Alright.
it's weirdly thick. It's
Alright.
it's like Play-Doh.
Can I just immediately try and like kill this one?
The one that's like right in front of you that was near your
Yeah.
sword. Yeah, go for it.
Do I have to roll stealth? Yeah.
No, you're still stealthing. So you
Okay,
can just
good.
roll your.
There we
Technically,
go.
you're stealthing. It can't see you, so you get to roll.
That's
your
21.
advantage. All right, yeah, that's already more than enough. Doesn't matter unless you want to roll that extra roll anyway. See if you get a crit. All
Nope.
right, you don't. It's fine. So yeah, you're going to get your hit. You can roll your sneak attack damage, obviously.
There we
'cause
go.
You are catching it off guard.
Yep. Okay. That would be. D10. So, I have a question. What does versatile mean?
Versatile means that the best. Okay, so versatile. There's versatile and there's two-handed. Is that what it's saying? Like versatile,
It
two-handed?
is versatile.
Okay, so versatile means that it can technically be used like with one hand, essentially, if I remember correctly. There's light. It can be swapped between one hand and two hand. I think. Let me double check it. There, it means something very specific with D&D. I want to double check. I don't want to tell you wrong. Versatile D&D. What does versatile mean? It means that it can be two-handed or one-handed. So it'll do like so that means does it have like a D8 and a D10 or something like that, like
Yes.
your damage dice? Yeah. So if you're using one hand, then you do the lower damage die. If you're doing two hands on that one weapon, then you do the higher damage die.
Okay, well, I'm not holding anything in my other hand.
Okay, so you're just two-handing the weapon.
Yes.
Cool. Then you'll do the higher number, the higher.
Here we
damage.
go, baby. That's 25 damage to this thing.
Nice.
As I
Yes.
just pull it out and just proceed to shank it.
Yeah, so yeah, you shank this thing, and as soon as you get your sword out of its body, you see like its body just like starts to waver and then just splats as it is now dead.
There we go. There we go. That's better.
All right, you still have two more slimes on the battleground near you guys, and then one near the entrance, and then the big guy himself.
Unfortunately, I can't do anything else.
Fair enough. That
Roll
ends
my
your
action
turn.
already.
Next up, Yori. Yori will begin to make her way there. She gets 25 feet of movement, so she will probably just make her way to one of the other slimes that is near Chrono, as she's going to make her way, dashing past Usagi, essentially. Yeah, no, that's a straight line.
Yeah.
Okay, let me... Thankfully, she does not bump into you, doing damage. As she just, like, darts directly past you, Usagi, you feel the light movement from, like, the, light ripple effect from her. She's still very light-footed as well, because she doesn't weigh much. But you can still feel that little bit of a ripple, and you're like, oh wait, fuck, something's coming from behind. So you kind of, like, move a little bit to the right, essentially.
Yep.
To get out of the way.
Okay, good.
As she, once again, spins her daggers and takes a slashing strike towards the slime. Sadly, this will miss, as she swings towards the slime, and you see, like, the daggers, and you see it, like, it sees the daggers coming, and it just reels its whole slime body backwards, like, making, like, a U, essentially, like, no. And then it slinks back.
I refuse.
Oh man, it's like Luffy using God. What was that thing that he used back during what was it? Impel Down? Not Impel Down. Page. The thing where like he was fighting the first guy with CP9 and he did the big wavy thing where he just turned into like paper essentially.
I think I know what you're
it.
talking about. That's one of his more obscure moves, if my memory's correct.
Yeah, it only got used like one time in the entire show, so it's
Yeah.
whatever. With her bonus action, you'd see that she would look to the other one to her right, breathe in, and begin to use her infernal lungs. As with a nat 1, you see her just breathe in and go as smoke begins to rise out of her mouth. And you can see that like anyone, like obviously you probably wouldn't be able to see her face, but her eyes temporarily just get like red. As she will be taking damage from the infernal lungs.
That too.
As I'm going to roll a d6. As she takes 3 fire damage. But she does have, normally she'd have resistance to fire, but because it is internal, she does not get that resistance. So she has 16 out of 19 health left. Next up is the monster.
What's up, bitch?
This, we're going to deal with the small guys first. You see the one near the entrance slink towards Jiro and try to grab onto him. That is a 3 on his athletics. No, he swats it away. Again, he just kind of shows it away like, fucking don't touch me. He's like pushing it away with like the quarterstaff he has, like, don't fucking get away.
It's like the child trying to grab someone, and there's just the hand holding them back, like, no.
Yeah, no, essentially. The other one that Yuri tried to basically breathe on slinks towards her, and with a 5+2, it just fucking fails. It like tries to reach for her, and she's like, no, fucking hell, not now, go away.
Chekhov's smoke in his face.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it wouldn't matter. It doesn't have eyes properly.
Oh my god, if you tried to... That's like a weirdly good defense mechanism. If someone's trying to grapple her and they're a person, she just breathes in their face. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, my eyes.
For a slime, it wouldn't affect them, but for a normal person, that would suck ass. I don't like that phrase. I'm cutting that phrase out of my memoir.
You heard it here first, folks. Suck ass. Anyways.
Hey, Chrono, how does a 19 plus 2 feel for
That
Alright,
felt
well.
personal.
No. No.
Alright.
I'm gonna use rewind parry. Fuck it.
All right, so you roll me roll me, what is it? It's a dexterity save?
Yeah.
All right, beat it. Beat the
Okay.
22.
What was it again?
It's a 21, sorry. You gotta be a 21.
Okay. Got it. So I need at least a 16 to match it.
Yep.
I failed.
You fail. So you the first time you see it,
Wait, I used the other.
No, you can only
Brother.
use one. It takes
no,
a reaction to use it.
Wait, no. It's
Yeah.
I got quick reflexes. It says two
Okay.
times per short rest, you may take 2 reactions in a round instead of 1. So I can
Alright.
use it again.
Yeah, you can go in and burn through your charge if you want.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so you made this worse.
did.
So
I did.
with a nat 1, you the first time you see it like starting to bring its arm down, you're like nah. And then you remember getting hit, and so you're like, okay, rewind. No, I don't want to get hit. And so like you see it coming down. You're like, all right, I'm gonna move a little bit to the right, and you see it kind of like sloppily like back slap you in like the back of the head. And so you're like, okay, no, that's not right. I'm gonna rewind again. You rewind again, and you rewind, not as far back as you thought you would this time. This is where like magic power kind of is a little bit on the finicky side sometimes with the time magic. It's something that you've kind of learned throughout your time with it.
I get it.
Yeah, rather than 6 seconds, you rewind 1 second back. So instead of even getting that time to move back, to move your head, you just get enveloped in this basically 1 foot of it's 2 feet of mass just in the slime of it.
Ow.
As originally this would have just been 8 to hit, it's now going to be you are now grappled and you're going to take double damage. As you got lucky, it's only going to be doing 6 acid damage.
Okay.
That checks.
It had a possibility of doing up to 12. So,
Yeah.
next up is the other big slime.
What's up, bitch?
Uoblex. I just zoomed out. Did I just fuck up the entire map for people? No, they can still see it just fine. Good. Uoblex. Go ahead, and I'm going to have you do something for me, right? Roll me a... Oh boy, here we go. This is where it starts getting funny. Right. Okay. I'm gonna double make sure I'm reading this right. I wrote this 5 weeks ago.
Are beep?
Cool. Okay, so roll me a DC athletics check again. You're also going to be taking a D8 plus 3 of acid damage as it basically begins to pull you inwards.
Uh-oh.
As it is trying to forcefully merge with you.
Oh, unconsensually.
Yeah. You gotta beat a 14 strength save.
Come on, Issa, beat the pregnant person. You can do it.
What the hell? Alright.
What the fuck?
You got a 9, so you failed this first one. I want to mention, remember how we had that tug of war with the fish before? This is similar to that. If you either get knocked out, or you fail too many times in a row, and you don't manage to break out of this athletics check, you will be fully merged and absorbed. I'm giving you a heads up on this. So I'm going to roll the D8.
Good.
You are, luckily for you, you are only going to take 5 force damage as it begins to pull you in.
Oh, hell no.
And that is all it will do. That is its turn. As it is now, it cannot create more slimes while it is grappling.
What to do.
So, next up, Chrono, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm grappled, right? Can't move.
You're grappled, so you would not be able to move right now.
That's not good. Okay, Okay, first, I'm gonna go ahead and use my main action to beat the shit out of this slime in hopes it'll break me free from the damage.
Yeah.
So I will hit it with the Tonfas. 1 second.
Alright.
Does 12.
That will barely hit.
Okay, that's ideal. And that is 10 damage to it. And does it break me free of the grapple?
You have to roll an athletics check to break out of a grapple. But
Okay.
this one I think is the one that has not been attacked, if I remember correctly. So it becomes into a leaking state as you hit this thing with the tonfa.
Okay, so let me double check make sure I got that right. That is a 17 to break out of the grapple.
All right, I'm going to roll its athletics check. You do manage to break out of it.
Okay, cool. So I can still use my bonus action, right?
No, but that would have taken a bonus action.
Ah, shit. All right, that's
Yeah.
fine. All right, I know I'm gonna take an
Opportunity
opportunity attack, but
Yes.
I want to get closer to help Ublex as
All
soon
right.
as humanly possible.
Yes, please.
So luckily for you, it does miss its opportunity attack as it tries to reach for your ankle to trip you, and it fails.
Get
That's
fucked,
so
you
personal.
stupid bitch.
Yeah, no, like you can see, like I want to mention Chrono. You look back for like half a second, and you see this thing has managed, unlike any of the other slimes, it has managed to create itself a face, and it has
What?
managed to make itself. Like, if it could have hairs, it would be the angriest eyebrows. It's just essentially forming its slimes, its like slime mass, to make two little circles bulge out like eyes, essentially. A like line to make a like a frown, and then two little lines aiming downwards above the eyes to make like these like angry eyebrows, essentially. Just create purely a slime mass.
I think Chrono would notice it probably as he's about to dash forward, so he'll just say, "I hope you die soon."
Right. So it says something back in Jiggle.
Chrono turns around before it jiggles, so he doesn't
That-
see what it said.
That's fair. You saw you
Right.
see the Jiggle. You feel like whatever it said was insanely offensive.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. All right. By
We
the way,
take
Issa,
those.
I'm sorry. I did legitimately have a plan to get up there, but because I got grappled, I got kind of screwed.
No.
I have a
Yeah,
I have a plan.
He has
But
a plan.
I think you'll probably be fine.
I might end up hurting you on accident, but that's okay.
Damn. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Jiro is next, as he will be going into play, as he uses Shocking Grasp to try and swat this slime away again.
Oh, great.
And does that hit? No, that does barely hit. As he's going to roll his damage, as Jiro once again, like basically backhand slaps this slime, like fucking stop. And one again with minimal one lightning damage. You see it go like, like it just like it like recoils slightly, but it looks just more offended now, if anything. And then with his action, he will command his summon to continue forward. As I want to mention something, this class has been made by Acrid. Something that should be mentioned. You never gave the summon a movement speed, so it's just going to get the movement speed of Jiro. So it gets the movement speed of 30.
I think that was the intent.
Okay, gotcha.
I think I don't remember. It was a while ago. I made that class a while ago.
Fair enough. So it is going to move closer. It's going to ignore Yori, who's being pinpointed. She'll be fine, probably, maybe. As it jumps over Chrono.
Yo, okay.
Just landing. And, you know what? Fun fact. This thing is heavy. Anyone else jumps, wouldn't have really sent anyone flying except the small people.
Oh, great.
Oh, this
Moss, you
fucker's
weigh
big.
enough. Chrono, you're in, like, if you were, like, 10 feet away, you would have been fine. Roll me a dex save.
I weigh nearly
Okay,
300
I guess.
pounds. I'm just standing here. I'm like, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay, that's a 19.
Yeah, so like you get sent up, not as high anywhere near as high as you thought you got sent up, but you get sent like a good
Yeah.
like maybe 5 feet up, and then you're like, oh wait, fuck. But you manage to like catch yourself pretty easily. You manage to stabilize yourself pretty fast.
I do a flip.
Yeah. Now, sadly,
Yeah.
the summon cannot actually attack because it is not close enough. Meaning that the main action can be used for an actual thing for Jiro. So Jiro instead will use his actual spear. I don't know why I called it a quarterstaff. He has a spear as he's going to stab the slime
That's even more disrespectful. Just using the butt of a spear to hold something back
Yeah.
than using a staff. That's even more disrespectful.
Oh man, that's really unlucky. So like you see him like flip it around and then try and take a stab at it, and then you see with the nat 1, you see where like it
Oh my
gravels
God.
around the like head of like the actual point of the spear. And you see it like basically have grappled onto it. You see him like trying to pull it back, and then it just dissolves. It dissolves the like point of the spear.
Cool, so now he has a quarterstaff.
Yeah, but it's still only gonna do like it's still gonna do the same damage. It's just that now it doesn't do piercing; it does bludgeoning.
Damn.
Yeah. As that is his turn, as he looks mildly annoyed by that. Ooblex.
I think the spear does the same amount of damage as a quarterstaff. So it's the most like, this is just disappointing.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. It is versatile. So if he one-handed it, it would have been a D6 instead of a D8, but he was two-handing it. So. But yeah, Ooblex, it's your turn.
Oh,
What's your plan?
get this creature away from me. I'm gonna hit it.
You're gonna hit it. Do you want to try and break out of its grapple or no?
I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try to.
Might as well. That's a bonus action. Just letting you know.
Okay, I'll use that as a bonus action.
All right.
Do the
What
aggressive
do I roll for that
You
again?
got this. It's just a strength save.
Okay.
Wiggle, wiggle. Fucking get out.
I know for most things it's like, but it should be in
Aggressive wiggle.
athletics, but this thing actually has it in the monster sheet. Cool. So I want to mention the way this works is that it's like a death save. Luckily you've only been pulled in once, so you're now back down to a 0. If you can just get a positive 1, if you can win one more without getting any more losses, you'll be able to break out of this grapple completely. But you like managed to basically pull yourself off of it as it's like been trying to press you up against it. Essentially, that's how it was doing its damage to you. So you basically managed to like push it off of you. Like, I know, fucking stop.
God, I wish that were me. Anyways.
Oh.
What?
No, that was not serious. That was meant to be a joke, I promise.
Sure. Okay, so the more you know,
I could not
everybody.
resist.
Oh man. So yeah, that happens, right? So you managed to push
Oh,
yourself
shit.
away. So with your action, what are you
Why
doing?
did you?
Okay. This is exactly like a guy that I am trying to merge with me like that. Trying to squish me into it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get out of the grapple again. Like
Okay, so you're gonna use your main action for another attempt to break out of the grapple.
yeah.
All right, cool. Go right ahead.
Nope.
All right, so
Oh
that
my
that
God.
is sadly a fail. So you are now back, being pressed against its face.
This is so fucked.
It's just like no, come here.
No, I don't want to come.
No, hold.
No, it doesn't sense that.
That's going into pin post.
Oh God, why am I so immature? I should not have fought so hard.
God, this is so stupid.
Oh.
Okay, right.
God.
I'm sorry, man. Now you're immortalized.
I
Oh
will.
God, I'm not showing my family.
That is fair.
I'm showing them
I
the
don't think any of them want. Listen, I would have been doomed after the pussycat joke like 6 episodes ago.
Oh,
Okay.
this is very true. One last thing before we hop off of your turn. This is an option for you. I want to remind you. That's something that we established at the very beginning of this fight because it's something that you showed interest in, was that you have reaction ability to try and absorb.
Yeah, I'd love to
You're
do that.
actively technically being grappled, so you could technically use it if you wish. I don't know if you wish to continue to try and absorb something. It's trying to absorb you. So I guess like a weird king play that you could try if you wanted is to try and absorb it.
I'll try to. That's a con, right?
That is a con, yes. A 14. Alright, that actually is a success. As I said before, the con save for this one's a bit higher than the smaller slimes, but it's still enough. So you can try to absorb it. So what you'll do is I'll have you roll me, I think what I did last time was a d4 plus 4, so you'll roll me that. We'll do the damage there. And I'll roll to see how much you manage to, you do max damage. So you do 8 force damage to this thing, and I'm going to go ahead and mark that down on its damage. Alright, it now has that amount of health. It's getting close to being in leaking form, but it's not there yet.
You got the pregnant lady.
Bro.
Oh my god.
As you absorb, as I mentioned before, I'm gonna as I canonize, this thing's a total of 14 feet tall. You absorb like a good like foot of mass out of this like egg essentially.
Okay, so like.
So you were already at 7.5 feet tall at the time, so you're now 8.5 feet of just pure slime mass.
If you absorb all of it, does that mean you'd be pregnant then?
What?
With whatever egg?
I mean, you don't have the ability to create
I don't think I could either.
slimes. You could try, I guess, but like,
What is this conversation turned into?
I don't know. You brought it up.
Yeah, that's a good point because
Would
I have a.
Consider it MPreg or them preg. Them preg.
That's the best word I've ever heard in my entire life.
Them preg.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next person, which is Mom.
Oh.
Now
This
your
is
turn.
now being marked as 18 and up.
It already was.
Was it already?
What do you mean?
It wasn't already
Have you been
considering I-
listening?
Usagi has had a sex scene already, though that was
Yeah.
very much cut out. But
and that's fine.
the
I just
podcast
listen.
started with a
I wanted
Bronco
to. I
campaign.
wanted to make that one pun. Okay, that was
That's
like
fair.
at least 50% of the reason for that happening.
Fair. You also called the boss a tit. Which I want to mention, I actually read the comments and a lot of people disagreed with you. Nobody agreed with that thought process. That was just you. Yeah, it was
Everyone
just
It
like
was
that.
just you,
yeah.
bud.
Oh, it's fine. I guess it's just me.
It's just
It
you,
is.
man.
It really
Fine. I
is
guess I have a
just
dirty.
you.
Fine. I guess I have a dirty mind. I haven't looked at any of the comments actually. Maybe I should.
You should. We don't get a lot of comments, to be fair. A lot of the people that watch the show are like lurkers, so they normally watch stuff and just kind of go on their day. But every now and then, we have a few like random people that'll comment every once in a blue moon. So, but our like regular commenter, Squid, shout out to Squid. That man called you out on that. Right, Mollis.
Oh, I'm looking at the squid comment right now. I love you, man.
Incredible.
Like, I know exactly what you're
Oh,
talking
man.
about.
Can I use my bonus action to grab Ublex and throw them? Or like try
So-
to pull them away from this thing?
You can try to pull them away. I wouldn't say you'd be able to. You'd have to use a bonus action to take them out, and then an action to throw them if you got them out of the grapple. So first, roll me a. Normally it'd be a contesting athletics, but again, it's a DC, so you just beat its strength save instead.
Yay.
It's a DC 14. Barely.
Oh.
You got it by 1. So you grab onto like.
I have a
the-
plus 9. Fuck.
So the way this goes, essentially, I want to like to paint a picture in your head of how this thing's grappling Ublex essentially, because it is 8 feet of slime mass, and it's just one giant slime tentacle that's essentially grabbing onto them. It is like this 3-foot thick, like tentacle that's just wrapped around them. So like you just grab onto like the lower area of Ublex that's like dripping, and you just grab on and just go, all right, and you just yank them out from underneath essentially.
Yay.
So you yank them out. Are you gonna toss them? They wouldn't take fall damage in a place like this because it's slime on slime. It's such
Probably
a
for
weird...
the best. It's a weird thing of
41
like, it's
plus.
probably for the best that Mollis throws her.
Okay. Okay, so you can go throw Ublex.
Like in
And-
this direction.
Yeah, and roll me an athletics check. See how hard you throw them.
Good luck, Ublex.
Won't take much to send them flying because Ublex only weighs how much again? 20? 20 pounds? 10 pounds? 20?
With all this weight on me
What-
now.
what was
yeah,
their
this
original?
seems so-
God, I can't roll.
30? Wait, no, not 30. Oh, shit.
What? Yeah, what was the original? Was it
41.
41?
41
so
pounds.
they're normally 41 pounds, and right now they've basically gone double mass essentially. So technically
I'm 80.
speaking, they're like you're like actually because you're a little bit above max. I'd say you're maybe like a good like 90 pounds right now. So Mollis, you like double hand grab Ublex like the people when they're tossing dough. Like when they're tossing pizza dough and they're like trying to make the pizza dough, you like grab that and it's like, all right, this is time, and you just fling them. And with that 14, it's not going to be insanely far, but you see them basically bounce like a good like 15 feet away, essentially.
That's
As-
good
Oh my
enough.
God,
That's
that should be
honestly
slinky.
good enough.
Yeah.
Better than what happened earlier.
As
It's
kind
the
of-
most like Mollis is sitting there like, fucking good enough. Fuck you. He looks at the thing and says, fuck you, you're a bitch.
you hear, do you say that?
Yeah.
So in your head, you just hear it go, I don't know what that is.
Mollis just looks at it and goes, God, you're a failure of a creature.
Fair enough.
He's just sitting there like, I fucking can't with non-sentient things.
I mean, it's somewhat sentient. Next up, if that is the
That's
end of your turn,
honestly
you use your
worse.
action, your bonus action. It will now be Usagi.
Alright. Finally. Okay. Oh, alright. Well, obviously I need to save my apprentice, so give me a sec.
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna park myself right here.
Mhm.
Here we go. I'm gonna attack this
Don't forget
one.
to take the prone thing, by the way, off of you. I forgot to make you
Alright.
lose your movement speed last time, and that is on me.
Okay,
so I'm
but I
not
was
going to
only-
make you pay for that.
Okay, but I was only like...
Last time
Wait, that's not prone, that's stealth.
Oh,
I
you
assumed
have
that
a
icon meant
status thing for
stealth.
your stealth. Yeah, okay, gotcha. I
I
didn't
assume
know
that's what that meant.
I didn't put that on you, so I had no idea.
No, I put it on because to remember it.
Gotcha. All right, that's fair.
Okay,
I
that's 14 to hit.
That will hit. Which one are you attacking, the left or the right?
The left one.
All right, yeah. So you attack the one to her left, which is essentially to her back.
Yep.
Yeah, go roll your damage.
Is this a sneak attack or?
Yes, because you're still invisible.
Good. Okay.
How many turns does your invisibility last? 1 minute, right?
It lasts a minute.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Pretty sure it has not been a minute.
Yeah, it's not been a minute yet. It's only been 3 turns. You're currently on the 3rd turn right now.
Okay. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's 17 damage.
17 damage? Yeah, no, so you'll kill it. As you just like basically slash
Just, like-
it down straight down the middle. As it will die.
Excellent.
I will delete it.
Yeah!
That one's
There we
gone.
go.
And is that all?
How many spaces did I move? I think I only moved 3 spaces. How much?
I did not pay
Get
attention.
up.
That is up to you to keep up.
No, that
with
was
your speed.
that was only 3 there was only 3 spaces. How
Mhm.
How much does it take to get up from prone again?
So I'm gonna be honest. You have been prone last turn, and I should have
Oh.
made you. You would have lost your whole movement speed, but I, as a DM, fucked up.
Forgot.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is, yeah, it's just gone.
Oops.
We're just
Okay.
rolling with it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Alright, 1 second here. 4.
But also keep in mind, you are
Sure,
out.
Yori can handle the other one herself.
Yeah,
1,
probably.
2, 3, 4. There we go.
you probably.
Yeah, probably.
She can.
Yeah.
I was only worried if she was I'm not saying that. Never mind.
The me like no, I'm not gonna.
I
I'm not making that joke. It's not funny.
Oh man. All right. Next up is Yori, as she is going to try and slash and dash this thing. And she will hit, and she will be rolling her damage dice here as she begins to swing both of her daggers here. That is 6 and 8. As she does kill this thing, as it was already somewhat wounded. As she just basically slashes and dashes this thing, it just cuts it up. As it just falls to the floor, splats, and absorbs into the ground. As there's now only one other like minion slime harassing Jiro and the main slime. She has 25 movement speed, so she'll get slightly past Usagi up to here, like right beside, essentially like right beside the now like 8 foot wide. Wait, actually you're normally 8 feet tall, 8 foot wide, so that means right now you're technically like a 16 foot wide puddle temporarily until you get back up, Ooblex. But so she kind of steps on you actually. Now I'm thinking about it. So she's just like slightly steps on a bit of your slime, like oh my bad, sorry. As that is the end of Yori's turn, because she cannot do her fire thing without getting Mollis, and she wouldn't do that. That's a bad idea. As it is now the monster's turn. And with its
possibly.
turn, it will be... Okay, hold on. It might do a thing. Is it going to do this? It will. Alright, cool.
Fucking
So,
man.
you will see as it begins to close down that top area of its shell and seals itself in, as it then begins its second phase. As you see the slime tentacles from the ground begin to protrude. And I'm just going to grab basically the slime icons from before. So there is no longer spawning slimes. So just take these slime icons and just think that they're tentacles, because I couldn't actually find a good tentacle like icon for this. But essentially, it is going to create these tentacles that basically, you know, it's just gonna kind of like spawn them throughout like the area. And I fucked up the map yet again on OBS. I do apologize, people that are actually looking at the map. As it's going to put one, as you see, like one tentacle arise right beside you, Mollusk. You see one in between Usagi and Chrono. You see another one right beside Usagi. As may I remind you, it can see you, Usagi, because you're touching its ground. One beside Cutlet, and one beside Ublex, and in between Ublex and Yori, actually, I should say.
Oh, great.
And one beside Jiro.
Oh.
Not to worry.
So
I'm close. Now I'm close enough that I can beat the shit out of it properly.
here you go. As now its action hits.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And with its action, here comes its attacks. As it is going to, with its tentacle from before, try to grapple Ublex yet again. So,
God.
this is not its actual main body part, this is its tentacles, so it will be athletics versus athletics, so you have a better shot of actually winning this.
Alright.
So let's see what you get. I rolled my end. It's gotten a 12 plus, what is that? 2. Alright, you beat it with a 16. So it tries to grapple onto you, and you kind of just like, using your like just pure like heavy amount of mass right now, you kind of just swat it away. Just use all of the weight right now. Just like one giant hand essentially. As you just swat it away. Now, Usagi is the other one to the right of you is going to try and grapple you.
Oh great.
As that is a 7 plus 2 to grab you. It is going to be athletics versus athletics.
Okay, here we go.
You got this?
Yep. Oh god, please.
You succeed.
That's 13.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. So it tries to grapple onto you, but you just basically just manage to like shove it with your sword, essentially, using like the flat end of it, basically shove it off of you. Like it tried to like tower over you to grab down from like your head, essentially. You managed to just shove it away. Chrono, the other tentacle that is between you and Usagi, tries to grab you. It will be athletics versus athletics. It got a dirty 10 to grab you.
Oh, that's funny. I got a 10 as well.
All right. So that is technically to the attacker, so it will be grappling you.
Oh, fuck!
As you are grappled, and you will be taking a thing known as acidic damage.
This is frustrating. I can't seem to get closer to this boss for the life of me.
So the one thing that you'll realize about this boss, probably doesn't have a lot of health, like similar to these other slimes, but it's good at keeping its distance.
Man, Miles was right. This is a bitch.
He said that out loud. Everyone could hear he's getting annoyed with this thing.
And it is 3 plus 3, so you're taking 6 acid damage as it begins to just like melt away a portion of the skin on your arms.
Oh, but I don't want it to do that.
That's what it's doing though, man.
Well, that's too damn bad.
It's going to try and grapple Cutlet, or it's going to try to. Doesn't have a good chance with that because of the size.
I was gonna say, should it get like a disadvantage?
It
for
will
looking
actually.
Yeah.
Because yeah. Also, it's one of those things where it's like it's like grapple would be more of like a hit than a grab. No, it fails. You see Cutlet just like it starts to try and rise up, and you see Cutlet basically just bash it with its head to like knock it away.
That checks out.
Yep. And then Mollusk, it tries to grab you with the other tentacle. As a 14 plus 2 to grab you. Athletics check, man.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
You gotta. You gotta, man.
But no.
You gotta.
Well, it's gotta fuck off. That's what it's got.
Damn, man. Come on.
Fuck off.
Come on, man. Come on.
17.
17. Alright. So you barely beat that by 1.
I'm not rolling well.
Yeah, so it like tries to grab onto you, and again, you just do a similar thing to what Usagi did, where you basically just wrestle it away from grabbing like your head, essentially.
Oh boy.
As next up, that is the end of its turn. As Chrono, you are next.
Okay, well, Yes. Well,
Oh wait, yeah, the
yes,
ones I.
I
You know,
grabbed
no,
one.
I
Yeah.
forgot, so it doesn't matter now.
Okay. I'm going to kill this tentacle. I don't care. I'm going to hit it with the stick.
All right, hit it.
That's an 11.
No, that misses. You basically
Okay.
attack it with the baton, with your tonfa, and it just kind of like your tonfa goes in, but it doesn't look like it made a solid impact. Essentially.
I'm going to flurry of blows this thing.
All right.
Alright. That is a 24.
24. That will hit. Roll your damage.
1 second. That will be 7.
You will see the tentacle will splat.
Oh, it's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Okay, I'm going
These
to
are weaker.
do the and hang on, let me make sure I understand correctly. I'm going to replace one of my unarmed strikes, and I'm going to give myself some health back with a D4.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna gain 6 HP,
All right. Cool. Yeah. So you can
And
heal
for-
yourself back a bit then.
and for the rest of my turn, I'm going to move up closer to the boss, and Crota's just gonna say, I have, honest to God, no clue what the hell you are, but anyone who tries to touch me or my crewmates like you deserves to die.
I am slime.
Wait, so does it say inside Chronos' head, just to
Yeah.
be clear?
It's telepathic.
Hey, Chronos just gonna kind of lean over to you, Mollis, and goes, Mollis, I don't have schizophrenia, right?
It can
Chris, so
fucking
ready. talk
in our heads. Get used to it. It's like being a Grieger. Fuck.
I'm
It's just the most get used to it.
I'm crying.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Easier
I don't-
said than done, man.
I don't know. Telepathy sounds very useful.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll end my
Can
turn on
be.
that note.
All right. Jiro is up next. I
Well, as long as you can
realized
turn it off.
when I moved on to Chrono that I'd forgotten to do the enemies fighting him, so that's my bad. Benefits him though, I guess. So he is going to swing at the fucking slime that he's been trying to kill. With the quarterstaff. That is a 15. Actually, no.
What?
Yeah, well, that's with his shocking grasp actually, because he would actually want to use Cutlet for the main action. As that is his main gig. So he'll use 8 with that 15 plus 6. He will hit with shocking grasp as he's going to do yet another D8. I'm going to roll it digitally or physically this time for him, so he can hopefully maybe actually do more than 1 damage of lightning. Never mind. He got 1 damage of lightning as he once again like smacks it. Like he's just not like fucking go away. He's like batting it like a cat essentially. And then Cutlet will move up closer, ignoring the tentacle, and just swing straight for the egg essentially. And that will barely hit. I'm going to roll his damage. As you see Cutlet essentially once again just slam his body down essentially. He basically like rears up on like his 2 hind legs and to do this slam because it's way bigger. He basically just uses all that force that's coming down to hit it with like 1 solid strike with the paw essentially.
Hell yeah.
As that is 7 bludgeoning damage. As you see this like hardened shell that is now covering this thing crack.
Ooh.
So yeah, he made a bit of a dent in the actual like eggshell. As that is Jiro's turn. Ulex, it is now your turn.
Woo!
What you got?
I got little creatures in front of me. I'm
You
gonna cast Eldritch the creature in front of me.
On the tentacle? Gotcha. Go for it.
Yeah.
Roll your attack.
Kill it.
Kill it. Nat 20. You know what? I'm gonna say this to allow you to do this because these things don't have a lot of health. The tentacles actually have very little health, so I feel like it would be a waste to give you double damage for your nat 20 to hit. I'm gonna allow you to pick a choice. You may either take that double damage or allow the Eldritch Beam to blast through the tentacle and also hit, because it is a perfect line of sight, also hit the egg.
Yeah, I wanna hit the egg too.
Alright, yeah, so you're going to hit 2 enemies in step 1, but you're only just going to get the normal damage. So go ahead and roll that damage of Eldritch Blast as you blast through this, like, tentacle, essentially.
Nice.
You didn't add your bonus to hit.
Yeah, you did forget to add that, but it's fine. Well, I mean, you took the nat 20, so it's fine. But
Yeah.
yeah, remember to add in your modifier.
Whoa.
Whoa. See what you get. You get 3. Yeah, so as you
Oh, I
shoot-
didn't have my modifier.
Well, for the you don't do modifier for the agonizing blast unless you
Oh,
have
no, I
specific,
don't.
like stuff. If I remember
No,
right,
no.
if you have certain like tomes or packs or something like that, you can get it with warlocks. But
I
like,
need
if
to
you have,
level
like
up more for that.
if you have like agonizing blast, for example, I'm pretty sure that'll allow you to add in your charisma modifier onto your damage for eldritch blast specifically. But yeah, you do this 3 like force damage as it like cuts through the middle of this tentacle as it falls to the floor and splats and absorbs back into the ground, and then it strikes the shell, leaving yet another crack in the shell. And that's just your bonus action. So what are you doing with your action?
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say, but
Uh-huh.
Eldritch Blast again on the egg.
Alright.
That makes sense.
Fair enough. Old reliable. Roll that to hit.
Oh,
Oh, that does not hit.
the low roll. The
yeah,
D20 to a low roll.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. With that dirty 8, you shoot this other blast, and it just doesn't hit hard enough. So it just kind of like reflects off the shell essentially.
Oh damn.
But that would be the end of your turn, unless you're trying to like, I don't fucking know, like eat the ground or something. All right, cool. Next up, Mollis.
I'm going to. This is the fucking music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to take a swing with my pickaxe.
All right.
Fuck this thing in particular.
All right.
Let's see if it even hits.
All
Yay!
right. Roll me your damage, as a 25 will hit.
Yay! As he's going to do the pickaxe damage, 2d6 plus 5.
All right. 10. So you do this 10 piercing damage as you swing your pickaxe into like this shell, and you see it. You hear like best way to put it is like, I know like the best way to say it is like, oh, it cracks. You hear the cracking sound. It is this like crisp as you swing it in, and you see this thing's top area open up again as it like swings open, looks down at you, and it looks livid.
It's about to get a bit more pissed.
Yeah, especially since my turn's coming up.
Chrono, after watching all of that, he just kind of quickly turns around and throws up a little bit on the ground before turning back to face the monster.
As Mollis is going to use his last key point,
Okay.
as he is going to use Mental Shriek,
All right.
as he is going to choose the thing that's the tentacle that's next to him, and this thing,
Okay.
this fucker.
The egg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these two, and fucking die. Shrieks as both will need to roll con saves.
All right. Cool. It's a weird thing because technically it's like the tentacle is technically a part of the thing, but also I don't know. All right. Cool. So the first is gonna fail. The second will not. So the egg will take damage and the tentacle will not.
So, the tentacle will take half damage.
All right.
On success, they take half damage. So, but the egg is now, it is the poisoned condition and has disadvantage on things.
For how long?
Just this one turn.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, it will take 1d6 plus my wisdom and the other one will just basically take half this.
All right.
So the tentacle takes 4, and the egg takes 8.
The tentacle will collapse.
Oh.
They don't, like I said, they don't have much health, so they're literally just like a random extension that the thing has chosen to just throw up on there essentially. So.
Fair enough.
Yep. All right. Next up, Usagi.
Alright, finally, I've been waiting for this plan! Okay. Alright, I know I'm going to take an opportunity attack for this, I don't care. I'm going to run over here while simultaneously activating the gravity ring so that it can't sense me.
All right. Does a 12 plus? Let me check here. A 12 plus 2. Does
No.
a 14 hit? Okay, cool.
No, it does not. So, do I need to roll stealth again, I assume, for this?
So here's the thing. Normally you just use the same stealth throughout it. However, I'm gotta ask, are you jumping up into the air?
I'm jumping up into the air, like, in the direction of this thing.
Then yes, you will reroll stealth.
Alright, here we go.
Because you're now trying to, you're basically trying to remake yourself a form of cover from something that doesn't properly see you.
Here we go. That's a 19!
Oh yeah.
Alright. I'm going to double check something real quick to make sure it doesn't have any senses that would have picked up on you, besides the natural tremor sense. You are safe on that.
Yes!
Cool. Yeah, so you are stealthing properly.
Here we go. Now, it's time to fuck this thing up. Let's go.
Alright.
Oh, and more importantly, if I activate the next charge at the beginning of my next turn, I won't fall down in the middle of it, right?
So what does it say with the charge,
does that
like
work?
at the end of the turn? Does it say at the end of the turn that you'll fall back down, or does it say?
Let me check.
Yeah.
Regain using a charge. It says for a turn. It doesn't say anything else.
So for a turn, so 6 seconds. So literally by the end of your turn, 6 seconds have ended. I would say by the end of your next turn, you could possibly redo a charge. So yeah, I say that's fine. I say that's fine.
At the end of your next turn. Oh wait, 6 turns. That's only
A
6
turn,
seconds
a
is 1
turn-
turn.
A turn is 6 seconds, but like the whole, that's like for everybody. So everything that's happening within one whole like round, it's going to be 6 seconds.
So
essentially.
what you're saying is that I'd be able to do it easily and not fall down and thus not have to re-roll my stealth.
Yeah, yeah.
Gas. All right, here we go. Roll to hit. Here we go. That's an 11.
All right. With an 11, that will not hit.
Fuck!
You take a swing at this thing, but like
And it's
being
whipped.
mid-air and kind of like levitating, you realize that it's a bit harder to swing a sword in this type of position because you don't have that natural footing that you need to have normally.
Great. So, okay, well that... I have next turn!
You have next turn. Don't worry. You got next turn.
Oh, what an awful whiff. Anyway.
Yori is going to try and make her way over, though. I don't know if she's going to have the speed to actually get around everybody now. She might not be able to. Well, no, she can't. She can't. She just has to dart around. So you see her, like, run underneath you, Usagi, to get around this thing. And, like, you guys have basically made, like, a half circle, like, surrounding this thing, essentially. With like, covering up a good, like, 10 feet of that. But we don't talk about that.
I also just love the summoner chilling, just watching this shit from a distance.
Well, I wouldn't say chilling. He's actively being harassed by 2 different enemies.
I mean, but he's
yeah.
fine. He said he'd be okay.
Yeah, he said he'd be okay.
It's
all
his
right.
own fault if he dies.
Yuri's doing really well, weirdly enough. She will hit with her daggers. As I'm going to roll her damage, she does 6 and 7. She does 13 slashing damage to this thing as she just slashes towards it. And it is now in a, like, I should have mentioned this, the last strike that did damage, put into a leaking state. So now it's just going further down into that. So I'm going to remove that health. Cool. It's getting close to puddle, by the way, as well, which is a fun thing. So that is her turn. She can't breathe her fire without catching other people. And Since it doesn't have a nose, she can't use her poison tail thing from the Fennec Fox ability. So, next up is the egg.
Oh no.
As it has in front of it 5 people within its grasp. As everyone that is in its vicinity may roll me a DC 14 strength save.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
Usagi, except for you, I will roll to see if it notices you within this turn. It does not, so you are safe.
Oh.
Cutlet has advantage because he's big. He's fine. And Yori gets grappled.
I'm scared.
Do you get
I don't
grappled?
22.
You got a 22? Alright. Dylan,
I'm fine.
I need that roll, man. You gotta give me that roll.
I did. It's a 10.
Okay. So, Chrono and Yori, the two of you get grappled by this thing, as you will take an initial D8 plus 3 of damage. As this acid begins to burn. That is really high. That is 9 acid damage. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to mice that down.
For everyone who's grappled?
Everyone who's grappled takes a D8 plus 3, which was a total of 9 acid damage. As
Okay,
yeah,
got it.
yeah. The only reason why Ublex was the only one that didn't take damage when they were initially grappled is because it is acid on acid. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. And nobody else has been properly grappled by this thing yet. So this is the first time you guys have actually been properly grappled by this thing. As that is its turn, it essentially just tries to grapple everyone. So 3 people were fine, 2 people, we're not. But you can see that when Yori gets grappled, you see her immediately cough up blood.
That's not good.
As she is bloodied. Way past bloodied. She's not looking good. Jiro is dealing with the other 2 slimes. The slime and the only slime minion left and a tentacle. With a
Oh my god.
13 plus 2 to hit him. Will that hit him? That hits right on his DC. So it is going to do a D6. It is just a minion. It does 5 acid damage to him as he gets hit by this like slime that just like grapples onto him essentially. Doesn't properly like grapple. It's more like it tries to, but it doesn't get a full hold on, but still doing that damage essentially. But thankfully, luckily enough for him, the tentacle does not manage to grab him. As he's like trying to fend off these like 2 things, he's just kind of like backed up against the wall essentially. As I remind you, the entrance to this area was closed off by the monster. So, one last thing that need to mention, we have the 2 tentacles that are still active. The one beside Cutlet, which will miss. And you see the other one slinks up to Ublex and tries to grapple Ublex yet again. Athletics check.
No!
And that is a 6 plus 2, so you have to beat an 8. You beat it.
Yay.
So once again, you try to it tries to grapple onto you, but you just manage to shove it away. Do you wish to absorb it?
Yeah.
All right. So roll me a con save. That is that reaction thing. This is me just like I normally want to remind you, but it's happened a lot of times, and I know you show genuine interest. So I'm trying to remind you that it's an option. Okay, with a 17, you absorb the whole fucking tentacle.
Holy
wow.
shit.
So this like
Bro.
3 foot wide, like tentacle essentially. You absorb the whole thing. So you
Oh,
now
no.
have 3 feet more of slime mass.
That's 11.
As you would now have a -1 to your dex. I don't know if you're still going for like the whole thing where you were like, I'm gonna intimidate it to work under me, but if you wanted to, you could God, I'm gonna hate that I'm saying this is a thing. You could technically just drink the ground.
Wait, what?
Technically, it's slime.
I know about that, but
Absorb the mountain.
I don't know how
That's
sanitary it is.
possible. Do that for my next turn.
It's up to you, buddy. Next up, Chrono.
Kill.
Kill. All right.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. You try to swing. You try to swing. You miss. You miss. That is really unlucky.
Chat, okay.
You
dear
wanna try
viewers,
working
I
out the
just
grapple?
got 2 3s in a row.
Oh god.
I would recommend, this is just me as a DM, trying to be nice and trying to help you out here, because I know you have low health. I recommend trying to break out of that grapple with that like remaining action that you have.
Technically, I already spent my bonus action with the flurry of blows, so I guess I can't.
Your flurry of blows is 2 attacks. You only have done 2 attacks.
Alright, I'll try to break out.
Yeah, because you still have your action.
Okay.
That's just your bonus. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm trying to help you out here, man.
No, I did. The first roll was meant to be my main action earlier.
Gotcha. Well, then you would have had 1 more attack then, if that's the case.
Okay, athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
22!
That's fine. Yeah, you will break out of that. Actually, it would have been a strength save, but you still would have gotten it with your strength, so you're fine either way. That was the natural was already above the DC. So you'll break out of the grapple.
The strength save is the same as my athletics anyway, so...
I want to mention, because the way you had done that originally, I should have said, I know some DMs, and I probably should have said, no, you can't do that because you already said the bonus action and all that. But honestly, I knew what you meant. So, if you're trying to use bonus action, and you immediately went flurry of blows before you even said your main attack, then it's, yeah, that you technically didn't use your action at the time. That's why I was throwing that out there.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm done with my useless fucking turn.
Sad. I'm sorry, man.
No,
I hate when players don't get to actually do anything. I do feel bad about that, but I also, that's just the fucking dice at its
No, it's okay, honest. I know that's just the way the game is sometimes, so don't stress.
Gotcha. Alright, next up is Jiro. Poor Jiro.
Please, just do more than 1 lightning damage. You can't have 12 turns of you poking it.
Jiro, he with a 16. He grabs the slime again. Here we go. Jiro, please. Jiro, do your damage. 2 lightning damage.
Brother.
He like grabs onto it like, I'm gonna choke it. No, I don't want to touch that. But it's leaking now.
Oh boy.
I wanted, dude, when he tossed it away from me, I was like, I was gonna kill that. I was gonna slap it with my pickaxe and then run, but he like got rid of it, so I was like, well, he'll probably be fine. This definitely won't come back to bite him.
Oh man.
I mean,
okay.
I can't say something that I know about the class, but as far as I'm aware, he should be fine even if he gets hit.
Yep. Right. So, here's the other thing. Next up is Cutlet, who takes a swing. I gotta put a blanket on my door because apparently I'm being too loud, even though I'm trying to be as quiet as I can. I hate these walls.
They're in the walls.
Well, so like some genius, right? Some genius put both bedrooms side by side. And it's like the thinnest walls known to mankind. So like... It's so annoying. Architect was not smart in the slightest. But you see Cutlet again swing. What was that? It was a 12 plus 6 that will hit. He will do another D10 plus 4 as he does 9 bludgeoning damage. As he just slaps the slime like on the eye, you see it like wiggle. Like, oh my god, fucking why? Oh man! As that is the end of Jiro's turn. Ublex, it's now your turn.
I just love the visual of this big ass cat slapping this just ball of jello. It's just like, why?
Yeah. I think I killed him. Alright, Etho, what are you thinking?
Round time.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Cool. So go ahead and roll me a con save. Or con check, sorry. I don't know why I say con save. Con check.
Yeah, saving me from what?
Yeah, you're not saving for anything. You're fine, don't worry.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna put this a little bit more in your hands, and I probably should have done this in the past. I'm gonna put this a little bit more in your hands. Roll me a d20 to see how much you suck up. You got a nat 1. Okay.
What? I get it out?
So, right. So you
No,
like,
John.
you try to suck up the slime, right? And I would say, God, okay, well you're trying to absorb the ground. You weren't even trying to kill an enemy. So I'm just gonna say it was a bonus action. I'll say with this, it was only a bonus action because you kind of just like, man, What do I do for that? You know what? I know what's happening. So you try to like suck up this ground essentially, right? And you kind of just like you start merging yourself with the ground. You can no longer move for the rest of your turn essentially, and
It's just flipping through the ground.
So here's the thing. Technically speaking, you are a form of prone. Next turn you can get yourself out of that. But I'll say that was only your bonus action because you weren't like trying to suck up an enemy, you're just trying to suck up the ground. So what do you wish to do with your main action?
Eldritch Blast the egg.
Alright, cool. So you've got like your body's like morphed into this ground as you're like, you know what, fuck it. That didn't work out. Maybe I should just Eldritch Blast. Oh man.
Okay, 16.
16. Alright. Cool. So with that 16, you will hit. Go and roll me your damage. 7. So when you strike this thing, you shoot it directly in one of the eyes, and you can hear it like in your head scream, "Why would you do this?" And then
Why are you
hear,
trying to move?
Traitor.
Oh boy.
What am I, traitor? I'm not one of you.
Merge.
No.
As it
We
is
can be
now,
friends.
it is now puddled. Persuasion check. Disadvantage.
Oh my
You just
God.
struck it.
Oh god.
Just struck
Oh, my
it.
charisma is up now, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh
Isn't it up?
man.
Wait, how much would it be up by now?
So like right now you've only trained to handle like more than like up to like 4 feet, so you wouldn't get the extra bonuses from here on. If you absorb more, you only get the like minuses.
Oh, okay.
So you only have like a +1 to charisma if I remember right.
Okay, even with disadvantage, I know I lose this.
Why don't you just roll the other one?
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
For context, dear viewers,
Mhm.
that was a 10 and a 24.
Okay. And I'm gonna be honest, I genuinely just had my mind blank. What did I just have you roll for? I'm so sorry.
Persuasion with
Persuasion.
Persuasion, right? Yeah, no, you fail. Yeah, it just looks at you like, why? What the hell? It just like again in telepathy just goes traitor. Oh man, I'm so sorry by the way. I'm really out of it today, but I'm.
No,
doing my
you're
best.
good. You're
Oh,
good.
man.
Boy.
All right, next up. If that is the end of your turn, it'll be Mollis.
Alright, Acrid, get in that 20. Let's wrap the session up right now.
It is puddled, by the way. After that strike, so.
Acrid?
Acrid.
I'm going to kill this thing. I was
Okay.
talking. I forgot I muted the mic.
Oh, okay.
It's a fucking talk. And oh
24
god, 7,
7.
24.
Nice. 24. Yeah, you hit.
Yeah,
Yay.
please fuck. I'm just going to fucking swing my pickaxe in this thing's fucking head into its eyes. I just want it to die. It's almost like fucking die, you irritation.
Oh man. Ah, no, that's fair. So 15. Yeah, so that actually, funny enough, that is just enough. How do you want to end this?
Mollis would effectively just like arc his pickaxe through between like just on the line where its eyes are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dylan just died.
There you go. You're gonna. Okay, it's fine.
Oh god.
Is he gone? He's still in VC.
His Wi-Fi just died apparently.
Ah, gotcha. All right, we're gonna
Well-
pause recording then real quick for him, real quick.
Uh,
Yeah, we're back. His Wi-Fi came back. So how are you ending this?
Mollis is essentially going to swing his pickaxe for the like line where its eyes are.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially just like carve through that area.
All right.
Just
yeah.
in an attempt to kill this fucking thing because he's getting sick of this thing talking.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you swing down and you just see like it digs into its head, and like a last futile attempt. Ublex, you are built into the ground right now.
Oh shit.
roll me one last athletics check.
Oh crap!
Oh. No.
Oh shit!
So you see as it is screaming in everyone's head, like in agony. As it's just it's not incomprehensible, which is why I'm not going to give it proper wording. It is incomprehensible screaming. And you feel like it is tugging on you, Ublex.
Hey.
And you feel like your body begins to sink into the ground as this force begins to try and pull you in, but it just doesn't have enough strength in it anymore. As you beat the strength check by 1, as it finally collapses and becomes a puddle.
Yeah.
As you guys
You
have won combat technically. You look back over to Jiro, who is yelling, "Shut up!" You sorry, you get kicked back. I'm like, no, you don't.
Hey, it's still, assuming the tentacles go away now that the egg is defeated.
I'm about to let you know what's happening.
Okay.
The
Shush.
essentially, right? You would see, first of all, that the tentacle will splat. So the tentacle that was to the left of him that kept missing every time falls. And then I'm going to remove its body as well, by the way. Let me do that real fast. So all the tentacles, because there's one other one that was near Cutlet that Cutlet just didn't bother to deal with. The one slime that was still around, it kind of just looks over, it stares at Jiro, and the door kind of the bit that the wall of where you guys entered from that got sealed off, kind of that slime just splats to the ground, essentially covering Jiro's back.
Oh, poor bastard. Oh, poor bastard.
You see, just look at him, look at you guys, look back at him, and then slime out. It's just it's well, I don't have a reason to be here now.
I'm gonna go live life.
Yeah, essentially.
Now that the battle's over, Chrono's going to immediately go over to Ublex and says, "Hey, bud, are you okay? After whatever that was." Yeah, that's a justified reaction.
What did he want me? Why did that egg want me, bro? What the fuck, bro?
What fucking words? What fucking words were just spoken?
Do you say that in character?
I'm a blue slime, not a green slime.
That's
You
just
profiled me, dog.
that's just Mollis in his own head. He's just thinking that to himself, what fucking words were just spoken.
I want to mention right now, Ublex is a swirling mass of green and blue. If you've been keeping track,
I forget, I'm really big.
yeah, if I remember correctly, right now you are what, 11 feet tall now? You have 11 feet of extra mass in
I
total,
didn't get the
or
mass
is
to the
it?
ground, did I? I don't recall. I still think I'm
You didn't get to drink any of the extra stuff from the mass. Technically, this cave is still made of slime, so if you wanted to, you could still. I don't know. You would be able to, but you could.
all hell the big slime.
Oh hell, the big slime. Man, right. So.
Oh, sorry. Ublex, I'm assuming is gonna start doing that, just drinking up the slime.
Are they doing
Chrono's
that?
just. Wait, actually, are you?
Are you? Are you gonna go drink slime? Oh, okay.
Chrono's just gonna kind of move over to Jiro, and he'll just very calmly say, "What the hell was that?"
He would kind of look to you. At this point, he's made his his way halfway into the cave. You just look to you and just go, "I don't know. That's not something I've ever seen. I've never gotten this far into the cave. So that's new to me, but it explains the slime problem. It looks like it's affected the whole terrain and everything, though."
Okay, I'm gonna make a mental note of myself. I am going to see if I can do any more research on this, because that was crazy.
And
Just... look
Fun-
and really gross.
You just go, I would like to know more on that too. And as he's saying that, little pink right here, on the side of the wall, watching the entire time, is a man. And you would recognize this man. Jiro won't. Yori won't.
Wait, who's gonna recognize?
You're about to find out as I'm grabbing his icon right now. And then I'm going to give you the actual picture, which you guys have never seen the picture of this man. Roll me, specifically, in fact, actually, the only people who had ever seen this person would have been Mollis and Chrono. Roll me a history check.
I dislike the music you've chosen. I dislike this heavily.
That's an 8.
Oh, great.
Great. So you don't recognize Mollis. Give me one.
I think I know
3.
what this is.
Oh my.
3. You don't recognize who this is. But you see this shade standing in the corner with this black cloak. And it takes you a bit. You stand there for a while, and at first you hear him like clapping. Just a slow clap. And eventually, it would start to click with you as he begins to walk up lightly. You know who this is. The reason why I had your little history check was that it would have been either an immediate or a later, but this is a face you cannot forget. This is the shade that lets you out.
I knew it.
This is Lamidius.
Oh my.
As you see in Tavern Talk, or not in Tavern Talk, in NPC visuals, I will send the picture. You see the shade that...
As, Sorry, please continue.
I was gonna say, that is the very person that made a deal with Benjamin.
As, you said that the shade was, like, walking up?
Yes.
Okay, Chrono would take kind of a defensive stance and he'll just say, I'll skip my whole usual being surprised at new things routine and go, oh shit.
Oh, you've changed. Including, well, a lot of you. Different reasons. He gives a look at Mollis and just go, you've definitely changed, but you've been entertaining. I like that. And he would look back over to Chrono and just go, well, how are you enjoying your freedom?
Cut the crap. I know you're playing some kind of game, and I don't like it one bit.
And what do you know about that? Have you ever considered what my motive might be? Or it's the fact that if I even need a motive. Not everyone is driven by gold and bloodshed. Not everyone is driven by some random reason. Sometimes you just need chaos. And you provide that. But it's
I'd
nice
take the compliment if everything about you wasn't freaking me out.
There's no reason to be afraid or to freak out. After all, I'm your ally. I let you out. I've got you people to work with. After all, you would have never gotten off the island if it wasn't for me. Not to mention, he'd look, even though you are cloaked, Yuzagi, he looks directly at you.
What?
And he would just go, and you would have never gained the crew that you needed. You would have been caught right in your tracks. by your little bird friend, and you would have been sentenced to death. And if I hadn't put you with the slime, then what would be the point? Can you imagine a slime of pure aberration, once a person, now a monster, traveling the world with no memory?
Who?
And now, you get to work with all these lovely people. Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy with the crew that I assembled for you to first start off with? And look at you now, you've made a decent crew. Well, almost a decent crew.
What the flip?
You know, it would be nice to see a change. I'd recommend you get rid of Kurori. They're not suited.
What? What'd she do? What do you mean by that?
I mean, can't you understand? Look at her. Pure of heart, a gold heart. Means well, she's not built for a life of crime.
Mollis would just inhale and exhale slowly as everyone else shouts what, he just stands there. He's out of everyone, he's kind of sitting there like, I understand this. I understand chaos.
I'm not getting any.
Chrono?
I'm not getting any closer to this jackass.
Okay, I might do something possibly a little ballsy.
Uh-oh.
So
You're gonna try and punch him?
Chrono is going to slowly walk up to him, and he's just gonna say, "Oh no, 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 no! That is not how this works. Yes, you did me a favor by getting me out of that prison, but you do not
Chrono.
have the right to get down here and tell me what to do."
Chrono.
He's gonna get right up to his face and says,
shit.
"So why don't you shut the fuck up?"
Oh, this is what I relish.
Fucking idiot.
And he puts a hand on your shoulder.
Oh!
And
Oh, no.
you feel when he
gonna-
touches you
He's gonna kill him. Kill him.
that your entire body feels as if the temperature around you has dropped to -30 degrees.
Oh, good lord.
As you begin to feel like you are freezing. And he would look to you and just go, I don't think you understand where you stand today. But I'll tell you what, I like you. You're funny. So for now, I'll leave you off with this warning. But I'd advise that you don't say that again. You might regret it. And he would look to Jiro and just go, and you don't matter anymore. As he falls to the ground.
What?
As he used power word kill.
Huh?
What?
And Jiro falls flat. And you see Cutlet try to dash forward, but disintegrate because the summoner is gone. Remember next time, your consequences have actions. I'll be seeing myself out now.
Did you just
What the
mix up?
fuck, bro?
And you see the entire room get clouded in this black smoke,
Did you just mix up his phrase?
and he's gone. Also, he did not.
Consequences.
Chrono's
Its
going
actions have
To
consequences. Its actions have
immediately run
consequences. What?
over.
No, consequences have
think
actions.
throughout
I
that-
mean that.
Okay.
The
I'd like
consequence
to
was that
think
he
throughout
died.
that whole,
Okay, I'm
section where
Sorry,
he
you smell-
had his hand on Chrono's shoulder. Chrono's expression did not change whatsoever, just royally pissed off. And then he goes over to check for Jiro's pulse.
It is
Oh my.
gone.
Mollis just is, there's no fucking point. He's gone. Fuck.
I want to
Oh,
mention
Chrono's
when.
just
Mhm.
Chrono gets up and he's gonna pick up Jiro.
I'm going to point out
And-
that if we find, how long does it take for resurrection to not work?
That's for you to
Chrono
figure
is
out.
just gonna kind of look on the ground. He is kind of crying just a little bit after seeing Jiro dead, and he's just gonna say, "Malus, I'm going to kill that guy. I don't care how."
Forgive me.
long it
And
takes."
he.
I would appreciate it if you
Mollis
didn't-
is going to clothesline Chrono as he just goes, "Forgive me," and he whirls around and clotheslines you as he basically shouts into your mind, "Think for a fucking moment."
Oh my. Get up. How's yours
as
doing,
he
by the way,
as with
after
a
seeing that?
as a 20 in athletics, wherever he's going, it is a Mollis is whirling from where he is because he was
Oh.
gonna walk by. But
Alright.
there is I'm not dealing with your fucking no. Enough. Think for a moment. As Mollis would say out loud, and he also, I'm going to actually correct now, he would say out loud as well, think for a moment, as he would clothesline Chrono. On whether or not he goes flat or moves, that's up to the DM.
With
Okay,
a
that 20 is
20.
definitely contacting, by the way, just for the record.
That's
Yep. With that 20 in athletics, he will go flying. So that will be up to here. So he will go a good 20 feet. And just get sent into the planks, essentially.
as Mollis is going to look at Chrono and go, "Do you have any idea how much nothing we can do? If you laid a finger on him, he could evaporate you out of existence. It's only by pure pity he let you live. And because he thinks it's funny, he doesn't need a motive. That much has been made clear. Not everyone cares. Least of all people like him, who let people like me and you, and bring people like all of us together to make a crew for fun. That is not a person we choose to fight. Least of all right now. And no context do you threaten them. You attacked a man in a god's domain. You insulted a man who let us go. And now, because of that, on top of that, he's now dead. You need to become a captain, or you're not going to be able to stay as captain. You made me vice captain, I'm gonna make sure you stay as captain. Or I won't be able to let you stay as captain if you don't take some fucking responsibility. And quit letting your hot-headed nature get the better of you. I of all people understand having a hot head, but you need to learn control. As it is very clear to Chrono, Mollis is fucking furious with him. As this is probably something that's been building for a while.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I respect it. For the record, I respect this. Chrono would slowly get himself up and out of the rebel. He. Let me think for a minute here.
He just got his ass fucking chewed out by a Grieger. Just a fucking sigh.
Wow. You seem to have a habit of throwing people into things, Malus.
Yep. It's a good way to get a message across.
Let's loot him.
Oh my god.
Don't. you think I already knew most of that stuff? Look, the idea of someone controlling me makes me sick to my core. I was controlled for over 300 years, and I still somehow made it out. I know I got lucky. And I know I probably can't take him on in a fight right now. But at some point or another, that man is going to die. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if I have to become the strongest person in the world. I am going to avenge Jiro. That is my decision. Now, if you excuse me, he walks back over to Jiro. Picks him
We're
back
still gonna
up,
have to follow through with what he asked.
and he says, "I'm going to go bury Jiro. And he is going to walk out first, walking out ahead of everyone while carrying Jiro.
Fuck.
All right. Also, for you, Saki, to answer your question, I didn't want multiple scenes trying to go on at the same time because that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Yori is visibly shaken by
Let's-
seeing someone just get dropped dead by a person that she's never seen in her life.
Let's.
Yeah. It's a fair response.
We should.
Yeah.
We should go out. We should go outside. Probably.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. She's pretty fucking quiet about this, but there's that soft, yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
Ublex, did you want to loot him? You had that shot to loot him before while they were arguing, and you joked about looting them. I'm double checking here.
I don't want to lose, but we should give it a burial. Tonight we lost a bad bitch.
That's fair. Yeah, so you guys will, spend basically a night just looting. Well, not looting, just like burying him, essentially.
If
I need to.
if you don't mind, I would like for Krona to have just like a small funeral for him when he walks off on his own to bury him.
Fair enough.
So he would try to pick kind of like a bit of an enclosed spot near the hut.
Alright.
And he sets up like a little grave. He kind of makeshift some twigs and just other random forest junk together.
Yeah.
And he crosses his legs and just sits down in front of it. And he just says, he's sort of imagining. He's just kind of talking to him, kind of like how people do when they visit graves.
Yeah.
And he'll just say, that was, fuck. I wish you could have been alive. I wish you could have sailed with us, even for a little while. You spent your whole life here, and you deserve to know at least what another island looked like, but... Fuck. I'm sorry. If I want to keep surviving in this world, I gotta get stronger faster than anyone else. But if by any chance you're still out there, or there's a spirit of you or something like that, I hope you know that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that your death wasn't in vain. And start doing that, I gotta start moving. I gotta start really moving on from my past. I still don't know how this is gonna work, but if there's someone out there who is willing to throw me to make a point, then maybe they might be reliable enough to trust.
It's not the first time either. And I will keep fucking doing it.
See ya, Jiro. For what it's worth, in our short time together, I enjoyed it. And he is gonna walk back
Mm-hmm.
to the hut after saying that. Getting it all out of his system at this point, just in secret.
Fair enough.
Alright, I need to say something to Yori to keep her from going insane. Give me.
Yeah. What you plan to say?
Alright. I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder, which takes some effort, actually. Whatever, it's fine. As your master, I promise that nothing like this will ever happen to you. And if it does, well, I'll just find a way to bring you back. There are ways to do that.
I appreciate it.
Good.
You can say yeah.
And if it's Chronos' fault, well, looks at sword. Well, he'll regret it.
Challenge accepted.
He wouldn't be here to hear that.
No, I'm not kidding. I meant to say I'm kidding.
And if it's
Kidding,
and if it happens to be an indirect result of Chronos' emotions, well, he'll regret it.
Hopefully that won't be the case.
Yes, let's hope. Yes, let's hope so.
Rather not having bloodshed within the crew.
Yes, let's hope. Yes, let's hope so.
But yeah, you can see she's not too talkative in this position, which is fair. Because yeah, that's kind of it's one of those things where you guys kind of connected with this person, and then you literally just got to see them be essentially just instantly killed within like not even a second.
I'm gonna find Chrono. I have a brief word.
All right. It'll probably be pretty easy to catch him. Just kind of walking back to the hut. He's clearly wiping his eyes a lot.
Oh, I'll just make this quick. Thanks. If anything happens to my apprentice or my girlfriend or my ex because of short-sighted outbursts, you'll regret it. That's it. Thank you. And he just walks away after that.
Damn, that was a quick word. All right.
Yeah.
What's the point of dragging it out when a couple sentences will accomplish the same result?
Fair enough.
Actually, as you're walking away, he'll just say, "Usagi."
Yes.
I can't prove it right now, and I don't think words are enough. But just watch me. I swear, I'm gonna be better.
You'll have to be. Otherwise, I'll take over your post. As
I'll
always.
leave that.
It's a deal. Oh, hopefully Miles won't complain.
There might be a fight over that. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
If it's a physical fight, I'd lose.
To be fair, Chrono's just mostly saying that as just more of an extra motivator for him to, as he put it, be better.
Fair enough. Something to also bring out to you guys while you guys went up to go deal with that, Mollis went ahead and went to the beach.
Okay.
Did you plan to just go ahead and swim over, Mollis?
Mollis needs some time on his own.
Fair enough. This is also where we will end off. You guys will spend basically the night at the island, and then on the next session in the morning, you guys will head back out, up to your ship. So yeah.
Wait, what about the book?
Does this count as 20? Does this count as an extra?
book?
I need to
Alright.
find the book.
You're gonna go find the book. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go
I
find the
just have
book.
to find the book.
I mean, you
Oh,
guys started
right.
walking away and out of the cave, so yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The book
No,
in
never-
there?
Yeah, I mean, like there was a thing mentioning that it could be there. You guys never checked the room. Like
We were a little traumatized, okay?
yeah, it was mentioned that like there's a possibility it's underground. I'm not saying it is there, but I'm saying there's a good shot that's
I'm
there.
gonna go
We've
looking
gotta
for
check.
that.
All right.
I'm gonna go looking for that because goddamn it, I saw a man body at this thing, and I'm not going to lose it so
Oh
easily.
damn, this man had
Fair
honey
enough.
too. I
Yeah.
get the honey from him.
Well, you got the. He gave you the honey, remember?
Yeah.
So
Just-
you can go look around. Just roll me an investigation check, the two of you. You're just looking
There we
around.
go.
Issa technically gets advantage for your bet for looking around for your book
That's a 6.
because you got the compass. With a 6, you're not really finding anything. Like you're checking around like the wood and the crates, the ones that were left over, but you're not finding anything.
Oh, great.
There's just no way I rolled a nat 1.
Dude, how have you? Okay, so you at least like I will say this, because you do have the compass, you will be able to find the book here, but you won't find any extra information or stuff that he was looking for. So you're only gonna find your objective. So you'd be like looking through like areas, and there's this one like little pillar up on the map, like where the egg kind of was. That is whoop! I accidentally pasted that. My bad. I pasted all the tokens up onto the map. Apologies. Why won't it let me get rid of it, please? Thank you. There's this one little like fallen piece of pillar, probably from what used to be like a crow's nest or something like that. There might have been more water in this cave at one point. That might have filled it. But you can see that there is like a book that you would find. It seems to be the book. Like looking through it, I would imagine you look through it, or do you not actually? That's actually a good question. Would Ublex bother, or would they just grab the book and just start heading out for like the circle for their patron?
Yeah, I still want to go to the circle for my patron.
All right. Yeah. So you will go and start heading out. So you know that the circle is like near the hut.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go ahead and do that within this session, or do you want to hold it for next session?
Next session.
All right. So with the next session, you will talk with your patron. You'll let her know that you got her book, and we are going to end off there because it is getting kind of late.
Yeah.
This is a good stopping area. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. You can find us, The Lost Shipyard, up on Spotify and up on YouTube. You can also find, Lost Harbor. You can also find our second channel, The Lost Shipyard, up on YouTube, where we have more D&D content over there if you want to find us. As well as, yeah. I hope you enjoyed in the Rum and Harbor campaign. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye! We just saw somebody die!